What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of accountability. They call her pick me. Some women say she pandering, cause she don't pick the girl code over lies that's damaging. These hyenas scandalous, slandering a black man again, and want celebrity to stand and watch like she a mannequin. Black men are the casualties, trapped by women's strategies. They act out sporadically, that shit is a travesty. And it's just so sad to see, matter of fact, it's a tragedy. 3 kids with different daddies, please, but y'all all mad at Daphne. They up at night trying to discredit and defame. They corrupt, ain't right, and it's pathetic and a shame. Fake friends turn enemies, throwing dirt on your name, but you gon' fly with the angels and serpents burning the flames. Yeah, I know it's hard and it hurt to discover the same people claim they love you, start shaming your mother. Cut you off unexpectedly, you triggered, you hate that, claiming Daphne disrespected me. I figured you say that. What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of accountability.
Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. I want to say shout out to everyone listening on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. I know that you guys won't be able to see a lot of the comments from like Twitter and Facebook, but I can see it on my end. And I know that in the chat, you guys might see like a few, like 30, 40, 50 people. But overall, I can see how many people are streaming across all platforms. It looks like we're almost at 100 people listening in right now. So thank you guys for listening in to this show today. I think this is something we have to talk about. I kind of mentioned it on my last show because I seen it online, especially on Twitter and TikTok. A lot of people are upset with black men. A lot of black women are upset that black men are choosing to date white women when, you know, they're in college, and then when they make it and they get the NFL draft or the NBA, whatever it may be, they have a white woman on their side and they feel like these black men are selling out. And it's time to address the elephant in the room. We have to be honest with ourselves, right? We have to be honest about this because a lot of people were making TikToks and speaking from their point of view. A lot of people that were speaking about this, they are single. It's hard for someone to say why someone chose someone when they're not chosen themselves. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So it's easy to spur out what you think it is because a lot of these women are speaking from an emotional place because they haven't been picked. So when they see Becky and Jennifer getting picked, I feel like a lot of it has to do with jealousy. And instead of them looking at themselves and saying, you know what? Maybe it was me. Maybe I could have done better and I would have attracted a black man, or a black man would have wanted to be in my company, right? So we're going to get to the bottom of it. Now, first, I want to say I'm a black woman first. And I know there's a lot of black women that think that I only talk about black women. They say, well, how come you never post about the Beckys? And how come you never talk about the other races? Because they are not doing what you guys are doing online. I tell black women every single day, if you see other races shaking their butts in front of their kids, letting their kids smoke on joints and cigarettes and their babies, and all the stuff that black women are recently doing to get attention are coming from black women. So don't you think black men see this too? They do. They see the things that black women are willing to do for attention. Remember, guys, I told you guys a while back that I saw a lot of black women doing some things that made me report them to CPS, or I had to call the police. I haven't had to do that for a white woman. Unfortunately, they are not doing what you guys are doing. So when black men see their black women doing these things for attention, why would they want to be in their world? Why would they want to marry that type of woman when it's only going to get worse when they're in a relationship, right? And we can hear different perspectives from black men, and they will tell you why they chose not to date out of their race or why they chose to date in their race. But a lot of the black men that I actually offer mental health counseling to, this is what they're telling me. They grew up with a black mother, and she was always hard on them and yelling at them. And most of these black women treated their kids that way because they were mad at the father and they took it out on the kids. These black men that grow up in these households where the mother feels like they have to do both, be the father and the mother, they talk to these men with attitude, right? They have bitterness in them. You ain't shit. You're never going to be shit. You're going to be just like your father. So imagine a black man growing up in a household like that. And then as he progresses through life, he's scared to date someone that looks like his mother because of what he was subjected to. I think a lot of it starts there. Because if you look at a lot of these men who are being drafted, you'll see that a lot of them only have their mothers, right? And they'll say, wow, the mom stood up. We don't know the story. They're just assuming the dad was a deadbeat dad. And that's not fair. We don't know if the mom pushed him out. We don't know the story. Me working for the state, a lot of these women pushed the men out of the household because the men were going to offer up authority. There's going to be discipline in this house. There's going to be rules in this house. And a lot of black women feel like that's control. Let's get to it. A lot of black women don't want to be controlled. They don't want a man to lead. And we hear these men say every day, when I dated black women, all I got was attitude and they wanted me to spend my money. Let's get to the root of this. I said this before and you guys can agree or disagree. If you agree or disagree, I want to hear from you. If you are a man out there and you only dated outside of your race, I want to know why. You know, if you are a man that never dated different types of women, you only stuck with your black sisters, I want to hear that because that's rare. Most black men that I've spoken to, they've dabbled and they would say other races are just easier to be around. And ladies, it makes us look really bad. I think a lot of these women, they don't want someone to lead and they don't want a man that is not all together. So when we think about these college athletes who are in school right now, some of them don't have NIL deals. We're talking about the college athletes who dream to go to the NFL or the NBA. So for them, they might have to stay there all 4 years, right? While they are there, they're living off of their financial aid, which doesn't really pay much. They can't get a part-time job because of sports. They have to do practice. They have to do everything else. So a lot of these men can't afford to get the wigs done and nails done and your makeup did and take you shopping because they are athletes. And a lot of them don't have these big deals. Everybody doesn't get NIL deals, believe it or not. So when we're thinking about this, black women ain't gonna stick with a man that's struggling. Or should I say some black women won't? Because a lot of the black athletes that I spoke to, they didn't want to deal with these men. They were broke in their book. You're struggling. You're a struggling athlete. You can't take me out. You can't get my nails done. You can't get me flued out. We're going to both be struggling. They want somebody that's already put together. The money's already in the bank. Unfortunately, when black women do that, these white women don't mind the struggle. They will pay. Now, there was a guy on TikTok who said he spoke to D1 athletes. And they said that when they were with black women, it was a bill. They were sending Cash App requests, Apple Pay requests. No, I don't want to go to Chipotle. No, I don't want to go to McDonald's. I need to go to the top notch places. And these men didn't want to do that. But when they were with Becky, Panera Bread, I love Panera Bread. Chipotle, oh my God. Simple places, they were happy. How does that make us look, ladies? And I honestly can agree with some of the things the man was saying. Because black women, not all of us, some black women, they will not settle for a man that is trying, that is building. And one thing I said online is a lot of women, they don't want a trying man. They want a buying man. And if you have to buy your way into a relationship, it will never last. Because when that next man gets more money, she's going to go. So men like women who are with them when the chips are down. Because now you know the character of the woman. You feel me? And unfortunately, a lot of these white women don't mind being with these black men when the chips are down. Some of them will say, I asked my dad for a loan. Okay. You need me to do this? Okay. They'll do whatever they want them to do. And it's pure love. There's no motive. And I'm not saying all white women are like that, but there's a majority of white women, there's no motive. They truly love these men. And they will be with these men in a box if it meant that, right? But black women, y'all wouldn't struggle with a man in a 1-bedroom apartment that's tiny. Y'all wouldn't, a lot of them wouldn't struggle with a man doing that. So when I saw a lot of black women on TikTok saying, you know, they don't want us because, you know, they're, you know, they would rather have a white woman because she'll do whatever they say and she'll at the drop of a dime. No, a lot of men choose white women because of peace. They don't want no loud, aggressive hyena yelling at them every day, telling them they ain't gonna be shit. They would rather deal with a woman who doesn't care about her looks, who's not, oh my gosh, I gotta lay my baby hair, and it takes you 3 hours to get ready. They want a woman that is not into herself. She doesn't mind building with someone. We can both be broke together. A lot of women don't want to be broke with somebody else. That's the problem. But if they see that broke man 5 years later signing a $5 million deal, now Tyrone is a sellout. That's the only thing that bothers me. Now listen, to those black men who prefer other races than black women, but bash black women, now we got a problem. But you don't see men doing that. These athletes signing these big deals, they're not saying, oh, I didn't want me no black woman because her hair smells like bacon in the sun. They're not clowning y'all. Y'all are creating that narrative so it looks better for you when you're telling people how you feel. That isn't right. Now, you do have some black men that will bash a black woman and tell you that I don't like black women because they loud, ghetto, they trifling, they got all these kids, so I'm dating a white woman. You got some men that do that, but it's few, far, and in between. Most of these black men are choosing white women because they bring them peace. They don't want to deal with the aggressiveness. They don't want to deal with all the loudness. And they want a woman that wants to be with them, not their wallet. See, a lot of these women want to be with the wallet, not the man. And they sit there and finesse these men out of their, and then when the money's gone, she's gone too. But nobody likes to talk about that because I'm a black woman saying this, and that might be offensive to other people. Well, I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here to tell the truth. I've seen black women tell a man, what you mean McDonald's? You can't take me nowhere better? Are you serious? You must be broke. But you got a lot of these men who don't like to live above their means. They like to save their money. And when it comes to white women, I pay, you pay. They change the whole perspective of a man. Yeah, I pay. You don't have to pay. Put your wallet away, Tyrone. I got ya. You want to go to McDonald's? I love McDonald's. They're happy because it's not about the place they're going to. It's not about the money that they're spending. It's about being with them, the company. See, there's a difference between someone that wants to be with someone because they actually enjoy them. And then you got women that actually enjoy the benefits of being with them. And unfortunately, ladies, a lot of these black women want the benefits. So when you see this man on TV signing a major deal, he isn't a sellout. He isn't. You might not have looked at him the other way before he signed that deal. You didn't see him. He was building. He was broke. He was struggling. You didn't see him. You only saw him when the spotlight was on him signing that big deal. That's the problem. But it's not just in athletics. In real life, you got a lot of these men that are famous marrying white women. And black women get so mad like they don't marry white men. When Serena married a white man, y'all was like, yes, okay, queen. Because black men kept calling her a man. Well, didn't Serena date black men? She dated black men. She dated Drake. She dated Common. She dated quite a few black men who did not see her as a man. So let's stop that narrative today. Even Drake dated Serena Williams. And Drake has an appetite. He has a preference. He dated Serena Williams. But the minute she married a white man, y'all sat there and said because black men called her a man. That is a freaking lie. Stop. Stop the cap. When Eve married her millionaire husband. Yes, Eve. Go ahead, queen. Yes. Y'all get happy when the black women marry outside. But when a black man does it, oh, he's a sellout. Your mama's black. I don't hear men saying your daddy's black. It's a big double standard. And see, a lot of these black women, they're marrying these white men. It could be preference, or it can be because they know the white man is going to let them do what they want. You got a lot of white men that are just happy to be married to a black woman. Yes, I got me some chocolate in my milk. Yes. So they don't mind a black woman being in control. But a black alpha male, no, you're not going to tell me what to do in this house. No. So we can go both ways with the narrative, y'all. We can. But I want to play the TikTok video that I saw where the guy said that he has D1 friends. And this is what they said to him. He said he's all for black women, but he wanted black women to know why a lot of you are not getting picked. Now, let me tell you, black women, they don't like me. They hate me. So if they can hate somebody they don't know, why do you think men will want to marry a woman like that? How can you let an internet personality, or how can you let social media get you to the point where you're risking your own livelihood because you don't like a black woman? But these same black women that are saying that black men are not picking them, this is their behavior online. When black women attack other black women, what do you think these black men are thinking? Wow. And the black women that are getting attacked the most are the married and picked women. That's why they call us pick-me's. Black women call me pick-me every day, but I'm picked already. They're not. They're not for a reason. They will never be picked. They will always be the scraps. They will always be leftovers. They will always be the pick of the litter because of their attitudes. How can you sit online and talk about a woman that's already picked and you're not? And you wonder why these men don't want you. You don't see Becky's and Amber's going at it. You ugly bitch. Oh, I don't like you. You don't see them doing that. It's us. Black women are very jealous of each other. And they're jealous when another black woman is picked. See, it makes them mad. And then they wonder why these black men don't want them. If you're so mad at your own, why would I want to be with her? She's going to be mad at me too. Men think like that. They look at how you act online and they don't want to deal with it in real life. I'm being real with y'all. And a lot of you women are a bill. You should never be sending a man a cash out request after meeting him because he plays in the NFL or because he might be getting drafted. You get your own money, right? You're independent, right? You don't need a man, right? They always say they don't need a man until it's time to go on that date. They always say they don't need a man until they need something from him. Y'all not independent. You guys are dependent. You're always dependent on a man to take care of you, right? But I thought you had your own. I thought you didn't need a broke man, right? The truth is, a lot of these men, they get clowned in college because they're not making big bucks. And these women believe that social media is their mom and dad. They have to have the best of the best, even if it means being in debt. Well, you can't take out an extra loan, Tyrone? I mean, take out some more money. I need my nails done. Then get a job. See, a lot of these women, they will sit there and provide for these men while the chips are down. And these men are not even asking. They're making y'all look bad because y'all not taking care of your men. You're not. You're too busy clowning them. You're too busy calling him Dusty, right? So when you guys do that type of stuff online, you cannot at all think that a man is going to approach you and say, hey, you beautiful black goddess. No. Some of you guys just give off negative vibes and men don't want to be there. But these white women, they bring them peace. That's what a lot of black men told me. They bring us peace. I don't have to deal with the loud and bickering and you ain't shit. These women, they don't do that. These women were with me when I was making, $200 a week, barely making it. There were times where I had to borrow money from her and it never got on social media. Borrow money from a black woman. Oh, girl, this dusty dude, Tyrone, asked me to borrow $30, girl, with his broke ass, his broke bum ass. I need to be dating his brother. I hear it every day and I see it every day. Go to TikTok, type in broke men and look at the race. I mean, guys, I can't make this up. You don't want to hear the truth, but I'm going to tell you it today. And I'm a black woman that is married to a black man. So I can speak on this because I'm picked. Y'all not picked. The ones that hate me are not picked for a reason. So if you want to know why you're going to be single for a long time with cats, you better listen tonight. So I want to play that first video and then we're going to get into it. Let me find it. I know I had it on here. Wait. I got it. There it goes.
College athletes that are getting drafted having white women. What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? And he said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only 1. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division 1 Power 5 football teams, and they were like, Goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money. Apple Pays and Cash Apps for her hair and nails. I said, oh shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Kava, this and that. She would get mad talking about, why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some fucking ice cream. My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what?
He said that these men are telling him that the white women are down to go get some ice cream. I mean, I can just imagine a black man telling a black woman on a first date, let's go get an ice cream cone. She'll lose her fucking mind. She would say, I know you playing. You must think I'm some type of kid or something. Some ice cream? What you mean some ice? And they go crazy. I want to remind you guys, when you're in the talking phase, when you're going on a date, it's to get to know the person, not to get to know their wallet. I mean, fellas, I would choose the cheapest date possible because that would determine what you got there. Tell a woman you want to go to the park and look at the birds fly and look at her reaction. The park? That's free. Of course it's free. And it's peaceful. It's tranquil. We can talk about life. The goal is to get to know me, not my wallet. The atmosphere shouldn't matter. Y'all should be able to meet at the swings. Y'all should be able to meet at the water park. It doesn't matter. If you're trying to get to know a man, why does the atmosphere matter? Oh, I know why. Status. Because you want to update your TikTok, your Twitter, your Facebook. It's all about status. These men don't want that. They want somebody that's into them, not someone that's into taking pictures of where they're going. That means nothing. I would hate for a man to take a woman to a fancy restaurant, spend $200, $300, $400 trying to impress her. And then she says, yeah, we're not compatible, but thank you for the date. That's a waste of $400. Take her ass to the park. Say, you know what? I like the weather today. Let's go to the park. That way, if we're not in tune, he didn't waste no money. Y'all feel what I'm saying? The first few dates should be free. And if she wants to go to a fancy restaurant, you make sure she has fancy restaurant money. No man should be coming out of the pocket. You shouldn't have to impress a woman by how much you spend. If you're doing that, she's a hoe. You don't need her. You don't need her. You should be able to take this woman anywhere and she'll be happy because she's trying to get to know you. But the women that are trying to get to know that wallet, it matters. They'll do a list. They'll tell you where they won't go. Take her to the hair store. I'm sure she's probably wearing hair. Take her to the hair store. She'll probably be real happy to go there because you're about to spend. Say, no, I just wanted to go to the hair store just to look at what they got. That's it. Trick her. All I'm saying is when you're going on a date with someone, it shouldn't matter where it's at. But unfortunately, to black women, the status, it matters to them because they're too busy impressing those women they don't like on social media, right? I'm not going to block y'all because I want you to see what I'm doing. But you got a lot of white women that don't care. They won't even bring their phone with them because it's all about getting to know the man. And they don't want to hear men say this, but this is what they are saying. You guys are difficult. You don't want to go for ice cream and for a coffee. You want to go for, the full course meal. I have Roger on here today, guys. Hey, Roger.
How's it going? How's it going?
It is going good. I again want to say shout out to the Roger Report. This is a wonderful person. He spoke about this I think a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And he always brings great insight. And shout out to, it looks like we have almost 500 people listening in on all three platforms. Go ahead, Roger.
Yeah, I'm going to say, there's a lot of things that, a lot of people make men feel like they have to do. And the thing is, they ain't got to do it. Black men do not have to have concern for black women's outcomes. You concern yourself with your wife outcomes. These guys going to the NFL, they ain't married. They do what they want to do. If black women want to be with them, they should have competed to be with those guys. That's just how it is at the end of the day. If you don't play the game, you're not supposed to win. It's that simple. And I know people want to frame it to make it something that it's not. They just normal black guys. I'm gonna go and have fun. Who can I have fun with? Can you have fun with a disgruntled black woman? It ain't even about where we took somebody on a date. Now, I'm gonna say and this is a training that a lot of men haven't gotten. Unfortunately, you take a woman where you want to go. That's where you take her. You take her where you want to go. I understand people say, well, take on a coffee date because you don't want to spend a lot of money. No. the only thing I can guarantee, if I go on a date with a woman, there's only one thing I can actually guarantee. I'm going to have a great time because I'm going to go exactly where I want to go. Her job is to come with me, and I'm going to see if she's compatible with my lifestyle. That's it. Yeah, I'm going to get to know her. Is she compatible with the lifestyle that I choose to provide? That if that's a coffee date, because it ain't going to be with me. It ain't going to be no coffee date. But I end up going any place on you. I don't mind going to someplace expensive, but I don't mind going to someplace cheap. I'm not rich. I didn't grow up rich. So guess what? Cheap places are fine with me. And, you know, I tell folks, even on my channel, my favorite food is pancakes. So you might mess around and end up at IHOP with me. And people be like, well, you know, a woman wants you to make some effort and, you know, do something with the rest. All that's well and good. But the date is for me to enjoy myself. The date is for me to get to know her. The only thing that you're guaranteed on a date with me is I'm paying for it. That's it. That's the only guarantee you got. I'm gonna go do something to have a good time. If I want to go see a new movie that came out, that's what we doing. If I want to go see some play that came out, that's what we doing. If I want to go to a concert that happened, that's what we doing. If I want to go to some event that I know about, somebody told me about something, I want to go to that particular event, that's where we going. I don't even tell women where we're going, and I do not even allow them to choose where we're going. Your job is to come see if you're compatible with me, nothing else. So I'm not even concerned with what women want because I have no reason to concern myself because she ain't my wife. She's supposed to be auditioning to see if she can become my wife. And I know a lot of women don't have that understanding. If you don't have that understanding, you just lose out. That's it at the end of the day. I'm not going to lose really anything. I may spend a little more extra money that night, but that's it. I'm not really going to lose anything. You're not my wife. I am really not that concerned about you. You're supposed to be showing me that you're a worthy candidate for me to consider marrying you. That's what a woman's job is. Unfortunately, a lot of us don't know what our job is. So when you have people who are doing something that could take them to an extraordinary lifestyle, like some of these guys who play in the NFL, how come y'all think they don't want to meet a nice person? You know what I'm saying? How about I just meet a nice woman that I can have fun with? And I teach there's three main things a woman has to have, and a lot of black women don't have it. You got to be loyal. You actually got to have good character, and you have to be good company to a man. Anything else you got, once you remove any one of those three things, nothing else you got really matters. How sexy you are don't really matter. How you present yourself don't really matter. How feminine you are don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? What you're doing in the bedroom don't matter. If you actually not going to be loyal, actually have good character and show that you can actually be good company to be around, all the rest of the stuff you got don't even matter anyway. So the thing is, I'm going to say black women are mad about this NFL draft because they were collectively stupid. They were dumb enough to let these athletes get somebody else when most black people live somewhat in the same areas. A lot of black boys go to school with black girls. A lot of black boys go to churches with black girls. A lot of black boys go to high school with black girls. And that's when we start being attracted to each other on a large level. Usually by high school, you're interested in the opposite sex. If the girls were dumb enough to let these guys go to college with all that talent, show that they're good enough for NFL team to consider and wasn't trying to be great girlfriends for them, they idiots. And my thing is, the men shouldn't be concerned with their outcomes because they were dumb enough to let them pass through the college. One of the main issues we have in the black community amongst college women, they say all the time how they don't date the guys in college anyway. So why would a bunch of guys going to the NFL, just for an example, why would they be concerned with women who generally don't date black men to go to college? Why would they have a concern for that? And why should any of the rest of us have a concern? If you're going to be that dumb. Now, if I was a girl and I see you had that type of potential, ain't no way in the world I'm going to let you get out of my high school without you being attached to me, let alone get to a college. That ain't happening, not without a fight. And that's just real talk. So if it ain't worth all that to be in a black man's face to make sure you get considered, why are you tripping that he with somebody else? It didn't mean nothing to you. And if it don't mean nothing to you, it definitely shouldn't mean nothing to a man. We got enough stuff to worry about.
Roger, they said you preaching in the comments, man. I agree. I definitely agree with what you said. And do you feel like a lot of these black men are choosing white women because black women are difficult? Because a lot of them are saying they don't like to live normal. They don't like to live, within their means. They like to impress. They like to take it up a notch. Do you agree with that, Roger?
I do agree. A lot of black women are like that, but the thing is, that ain't my problem. That's their problem.
Facts.
See, and I think that's how men need to consider things. What do I care what a black woman wants to do? Well, I don't care nothing about her social media. That's not my job to create a situation so she can get the best following on social media. That ain't my job. My job is to be a man, do something constructive with my life, and bring in a woman that wants to help me do something. Now I'm a person with biblical beliefs. A wife's job is to actually help a man. If you don't have anything to help me with, why are we even talking to each other? The more successful I am, I just have more stuff that you can help me with. A lot of women just want to get with some particular guy and have a lifestyle that don't even include the guy. That's why you have guys who retire from pro sports, like playing in the NBA or NFL, which a lot of black guys go to. When they retire, a lot of times the women are asking for divorces. Why? Because the guy's there now. She wanted the lifestyle that he could provide her while he was away, traveling and all that extra stuff. But now that he gonna be there on a regular basis, now she want a divorce. Yeah, I think it's kind of dumb for men to even consider women like that. If you're not trying to help me do something, I don't really need to be around you.
I heard that. Roger. And I want to say, guys, when this draft came about, everybody was talking about the draft because they were upset. But I noticed that a lot of black women took it to Twitter and they said how disgusted they were at the black men who chose to, sell out. That's what they say. I want to show you guys something else that I saw. So what I thought was funny was this black woman said that her blood boils every time she watches the draft like that, and she sees black men with white women. And people tagged me on her post, and she blocked me before I could even say anything. That tells you a lot right there. She didn't even want to have a discussion. I didn't know her. She didn't know me. But clearly she did her research on me. But what I want to say is, if you're that closed-minded where you can't even talk to me about why you think this is what it is, that just tells me a lot. You don't even like to talk. You don't like to communicate. And a lot of women don't want to talk unless you're spending that money. Like I said before, they do not want a trying man. They want a buying man. So if you're not spending any money to make me happy, they're not going to be happy. So clearly they're not going to be happy with you regardless, unless you're spending money. And that's not how it should be, ladies. Like Roger said, you're auditioning to be a wife to this man, right? Because you want the man to get on one knee, right? You want the man to pay for the engagement ring, right? You want the man to pay for the engagement party, right? You want the man to pay for the wedding. And you want the man to pay for the honeymoon. And the man to pay for the house. It's the man, the man, the man. Why would he do all these things for a loud woman, a loud, toxic, masculine hyena? Why would he do that? You don't deserve it. So if you want all of those things, you got to show him that you're worthy of those things. Otherwise, you're not going to get any of it. You're going to be watching Love and Hip Hop and The Real Housewives of Atlanta, looking a damn fool. That's going to be your life. You cannot expect a man to do all that for you when you're not even worth it. Like Roger said, are you even worth the audition? I tell people, are you worth the interview? Because when you're dating someone, it is an interview. Men and women should look at it just like that, right? When you're dating someone or talking to someone, you're filling them out. A 90-day probationary period. If I don't feel like you on my level, bye-bye. But if I feel like you're worth it, then I might hire you for the job. We might actually be connected, right? And if you are really worth it, you might get the promotion, the ring, right? So what I'm saying is I look at things differently because of where I came from. But I want to let y'all see what she said. This is what she said online. So she said, not even going to lie, seeing all black athletes with white girlfriends at every draft makes my blood boil. It's borderline shameful. No, it isn't. If these men are happy with these women, why is their happiness making your blood boil? Because you're a toxic masculine hyena. Why would somebody else's happiness affect your life? Like Roger said, that ain't got nothing to do with you. That black man chose that woman. You go choose somebody, because I bet you seeing Serena with her white husband, or Eve with her white husband, or Tamara with her white husband, that doesn't make their blood boil. They say yes, right? But when it's flipped, all of a sudden it's shameful. And before I can even tell her my thoughts on her comment, she blocked me. I didn't even get a chance to breathe. But this is how they are. They say all this crap online, but they don't want the smoke. And that's why a lot of them are going to be single. And then somebody else said, how many white women do you see doing these challenges? Right? Shaking their butt, deep throating a banana, deep throating a water faucet. That's what I recently saw. Black women. Black women. So this is what you guys are saying you have to offer. You don't see these white women doing that? Do y'all ever even go on TikTok and just take a look? I'm not saying no white woman does it, but not at the rates of black women. When people send me content and I get 50 videos, every 50 videos I get in a month, I would say only maybe 1 or 2 are white women. The rest are black. And they get mad at me. Well, you must hate black women. How come y'all not getting on the black women putting the shit out there? I keep telling y'all, if you guys don't post it, I don't have any content. If you're not in these groups talking crazy, I wouldn't have any content. You can't get mad at me for sharing what a black woman's already putting out there. If you're putting it out there, it's fair game, ladies. And you cannot get mad if somebody doesn't like you based off of what you're doing online.
Well,
black men, what'd you say, Roger?
Now, I do want to say one thing. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm a man. Black women are not masculine. They're dysfunctional, but they ain't mad. Ain't nothing masculine about what they do. Okay, I'm a man. I know what masculinity is. They ain't masculine. What they do is just simply dysfunction. Has nothing to do with men. Okay, their dysfunction ain't about us. It ain't because of us. It ain't promoted by us. It's promoted by them. You always have men trying to get their daughters to not get on the pole. It's women that promote women being dysfunctional. It's not men that do that. Men don't ask their sisters to go get naked and get money. Men don't ask their mamas to go get naked and get money. Men don't ask their daughters to go get naked and get money. They don't ask their cousins to do it. We don't ask any female relatives to go get naked and get money. Period. In any kind of context, whether it's being an escort, whether it's being on OnlyFans, whether it's going to the strip club and performing, in no context do men ask for women that we love to go get naked and get money. That is something promoted by women. And they are not masculine. They're nothing like us. I know that's what people just say it because we heard somebody else say it. That don't make it true. They ain't nothing masculine about what they doing. So number one, they ain't masculine. Number two, your dysfunction is for you. It ain't for me. I don't need to be with your dysfunction. And my thing is, put yourself in the other person's position. Let's imagine for a second that you're actually good enough to be a high-level football player that's probably going to the NBA. What do you have time to do? Do you really got time to be playing with people? Do you really have time to be arguing with people? You have to go to school. And if you're not one of those people who basically everybody knows going to the NFL, it's always going to be a select few that everybody knows going to the NFL. The rest of them guys trying to make it, which means what? They actually have to get a degree of some kind. So if this NFL thing don't work out, I can at least get a free degree and get a leg up in life. If I'm in a college trying to get a free degree, now maybe I got a chance to get into the NFL, but ain't no guarantee I'm gonna make it. And the NFL is a sport that take people out. You may get 1 or 2 years and you gone. That's your whole NFL career. So I got to make it right now. I ain't got time to be arguing with no broad. Why ain't you showing up to my dorm room trying to help me do my homework? Why ain't you trying to help me study? Why ain't you trying to do something that's going to benefit me getting out this college with a degree? Black women don't do that. Not collectively. I'm not saying it ain't one somewhere, but collectively, that black women are not about that. So you're not trying to help me accomplish anything with my life. Yet I'm supposed to have a concern about what your outcome is going to be. Yeah, you can think again on that one. That's not going to happen. If I'm in that college player's position, I don't have time for black women to be ignorant. I don't have time for them to argue. I can only make time for the woman who show up trying to help me accomplish stuff. And guess what, y'all? Unfortunately, whether we want to admit it or not, there's a lot of white people who actually train their daughters to help a man. Go figure out where he's deficient and help him in that area. That could be something as simple as doing the laundry. That could be something as simple as helping him with his homework. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is find out what your man needs help in and figure out how to help him in one of these situations. When the last time you seen a black woman ask a black man what he needs some help in?
Shoot, I ask my husband that all the time, but sometimes I don't have to ask. If you know your man, you shouldn't have to ask. Okay?
But you didn't see you do it. When the last time you saw it?
Oh, last time I saw it, I mean, somebody would have to tell me that happened because I don't see it often. I don't.
And there you go.
Do it yourself, nigga, is usually what I hear.
And you don't hear a whole lot of men bragging about what they woman did for them. And usually if they do brag about what they woman did, that man is usually married.
I heard that. Talk, Roger Luther King. Yo, that's Roger Luther King, a.k.a. The Roger Report. Roger, we got some more people that just joined. Mike joined first. So
I'm just
Mike,
saying, good women don't go unnoticed.
Oh, they don't. Good women would never go unnoticed. Mike, are you there?
Hello?
Yep. Mike, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Talk to us, Mike. What's up?
Basically, I think we kind of too hard on black women. Like, look, I went to school at Evanston Township High School. It's a suburb of Chicago or North Chicago. If you're from Chicago, you know where is that at? It's right off of Howard Street. All right, it's a suburb of Chicago, and I went to school with black and white and Hispanic, and like knowing the economic state of black people in America and comparing it to white people, it's different. Like white women, they have a lot more resources compared to black women. You know what I'm saying? So like when don't I'll date a white woman, bro. Like they like if they rock with you, and this goes for a broke quote unquote ninja. They let you use your car. They let you use their car. They giving you head before you go to school. They giving you lunch money, all types of stuff. And I'm not a future NFL draft pick. I was getting that. I can only imagine what the future NBA quote unquote NFL players was getting. So, but black women don't really have all that stuff, you know. Black women.
Hold on, Mike. I just want to we're on the same topic. You're telling me that white women are being chosen faster than black women because of resources?
Yeah, because they could do more.
What do you mean they can do more? You're telling me that black women can't say, I can buy lunch this time, or I can pay this time, or what do you need that I can help you with?
No, they can't because they got to go to work too. They come. Hold on. They coming from the same economic backgrounds. Don't get me wrong. Like even if you got two parents and they both working, you still struggling as a black family. It's not the same. The middle.
Bro, no disrespect, but when the last time you heard a black man said, I ain't finna be with this woman because she ain't got no money?
Huh?
You talking crazy,
I'm saying,
bro.
But you compare it to
what I'm talking about has nothing to do with money, man. Women can be nice. Women can help. My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
And the black women are nice. What are you talking about? Black women.
Go ahead, Mike.
And black women are nice. What are you talking about? I met many nice black women.
Wait, hold on, Mike. Are you dating a black woman right now, sir?
Yes.
How long have you been dating this black woman?
For about a year.
Okay, are you gonna marry this black woman?
First of all,
you just gave me my answer, bro.
No. Listen.
Are you gonna marry her? Yes or no? It's yes or no.
I would like to, but I ain't got I ain't got the funds right now.
Hold on, sir. Because when it comes to being married, you could take your ass right down to Cook County and make that happen for less than $30.
But you want a real marriage, though. You want a real marriage.
Matter. Hold on. I asked you, are you going to marry her? And you said, I don't have the money. If you loved her, money don't mean shit. Y'all can both be poor and get married, bro. Why did you have to be rich to get married, bro? That's an excuse you just made. If you really love that woman, nothing will stop you from marrying that woman. You just made my point, bro. You've been with
So
her for a
nobody
year,
went to
and
the
you're
courthouse
clearly
and
hold
got
on, Mike.
married.
Mike, and you're clearly saying you have to have. Okay, so how much money do you have to have before you marry this woman?
First of all, you need your own. You need your a house. I'm talking about at least halfway owning your house. So you got halfway done with the mortgage. You need to have your shit stuck settled. You have your own house. You got to have at least 100,000 for up in 100,000 for a wedding. Then you got to buy the
Okay,
ring.
Mike. Hold on, Mike. You're
Then you
living
had
in
to
a
have money
fantasy
saved
land,
up
bro.
in case
Mike,
you
who
have
told you?
kids.
Mike, hold on, Mike. Can I ask you a question? Who told you those were the standards? Social media,
Huh?
or you're actually saying that this is what you're thinking right now?
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying that you have to have a house, $100,000 for the wedding, bro. Are you marrying? I mean, why do you have to have all that to marry her? Why?
Because if you truly, because you want to go all out. This stuff, this you
You
want to go
want to
all
go
out.
out? So you're telling me an $100,000 wedding is what you need to have a great marriage, bro? You can get married by a tree for free, and the marriage can last 50 years, bro.
Well,
All
I'm
that
not.
stuff you just said is
I ain't.
materialistic. It will wither away.
Look. I see why black women be making them. Because look, if I was a black woman, I'd be tired of that struggle love shit. I mean, excuse my French, that struggle
No, you
love
can
bro,
stuff
cuss. You can
too.
cuss, sir. Go
bro,
ahead. So you're
bro.
Because
saying
I
that.
know you trying
Can
to
I
get
just
monetized on YouTube. Or I don't know if you're trying to,
no, no,
but
Okay, hold on,
bro,
I don't want to mess
Roger,
that up.
Wait, let me tell you. Roger, hold on, sir. Mike, first of all, if you are a true follower of the CelebriD podcast, bro, I haven't been monetized since January. So please don't do that to me. I don't
All right,
do this for the money, bro. So can you
all right.
apologize for
I'm
assuming?
not. That
No,
was no
but you just
insult.
said I'm trying to be monetized, and I
I,
don't
w-
like to be disrespected like that, bro.
I wasn't
Everybody
trying. That
knows
wasn't
that
no
I'm not
insult though.
monetized.
That
Just
was no
don't do that
insult.
to me, man. I'm
All
talking
right,
from a married perspective. Me and
all
my
right.
husband didn't do none of that stuff you just said, and we've been together 14 years. So your thought process is weak to me. You're making excuses. If you love that woman and you've been with her for a year,
Now
take
you
your ass
insulting
down to
me.
that courthouse, bro. Status doesn't matter. All that stuff you mentioned will wither away, but the love will still remain. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to help you out. You ain't been married. I'm married. I'm probably the only one that's married on this panel right now. So what I'm trying to tell you is you don't need all that to be happy, bro.
Look,
That's
niggas. Look,
materialistic bullshit.
niggas ain't got it like that.
Okay, but if
Period.
she loved you, she wouldn't care that you don't got
What,
it
Niggas
like
ain't got
that,
it
bro.
like that.
what
Niggas,
there's
you
an
lucky to get
extremely important thing
a
that's
Hold on,
being
picnic.
hold on, hold
taking
on,
Then
place right
hold on.
now.
Let me let him finish. Wait, hold on. This is getting real intense. I'm lucky to what? I'm lucky to what?
niggas ain't got it like that. You lucky to get a motherfucking picnic out here, man. Niggas ain't really got the corporate jobs out here like that.
Okay,
Niggas,
hold on, Mike.
niggas, you know how long it took me to get
Man,
into
you
the
ain't know
union?
what
You know
you're
how
talking
it
about,
is
man.
in Chicago.
Okay,
The
hold on,
union is
hold on.
racist as fuck out here. You know how long it took me to get in the union? It took me 10 years to
Like,
get in
what are
this
you talking
motherfucker.
Okay,
about?
I'm
Mike.
just now making, you know what I'm saying?
Mike, listen to me. What I'm trying to tell you, Mike, you're a black man, and I'm assuming that the woman you're with is black too, right?
Of course.
Y'all been together a year, bro. If you ever follow my story, when I met my husband, he just got out of college. He didn't have a dime. I was the one working for the state making the money. I was the money. And that didn't matter that he didn't have a job yet because I knew with that degree, he was going to find something. He was a
And Big
work in
Mac, I don't
progress.
come from a single mother. I got two
Okay, but
parents.
my husband come from the streets, Harvey, Illinois. So he lived in the slums, bro.
Right.
So first of all,
Yeah, Harvey,
he came from there. But
yeah,
that's not his.
Harvey trifling.
Okay, but listen to what I'm saying to you, bro. Listen to what I'm saying. When I met my husband, he was like you. He was in the building stages. I still loved him. I didn't care about the status. You care more about the status, unless you're telling me your girl told you $100,000 house. All that is materialistic bullshit. You can buy all that stuff, Mike, and the marriage doesn't work. Now you're in debt. If she really loved you, she will take her ass down to the courthouse and y'all can get married and you ain't got to spend that much money. Then have a reception when your money is good. But when men tell me or women tell me they have to have the house, the picket fence, the 100,000 in the bank
What's
account, that's
what's
an
up with this
excuse,
simple
bro.
word,
It's
man?
good to
Everybody,
have,
I
but you
ain't no
don't need that to
simp.
be married. Roger, go ahead, man. Go ahead, Roger.
That was me. I think that was me talking when you heard.
Oh, who was that talking? Ray?
Yeah.
Okay, I think Roger will come back. Ray, go ahead and tell me what you think, Ray.
No, no,
This
All
is
right.
I'm
So
right here, but I got to say something that's extremely important.
okay,
And
Roger.
the dude say he grew up in a two-parent. No, I'm saying this is extremely important.
Go ahead, sir.
He's saying something about not marrying a woman. Bro, her daddy supposed to pay for the wedding. What you worry about how much a wedding costs? What are you talking about? It don't even make sense. Is a father pays for his daughter's wedding? They ain't supposed to have nothing to do with you. If she got the money, she can have the wedding she wants. If she ain't got the money, she don't get
And
the wedding she wants. She get the wedding her daddy can afford.
hey, Roger, let's not forget Simone Biles and her football husband. They went to the courthouse and got married. They didn't have a wedding.
Wait, who's that talking right now?
That was Ranger.
Ranger. Okay, yeah, Ranger about to get in. Is this okay? Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead,
so
Roger.
I just
Wait, hold
want
on. I want to make sure we're all getting a
What,
chance. Roger, go ahead and
what,
finish
what,
your thought, man.
yeah, well, I'm just saying that there's excuses and then there's reasons. If a woman's worthy of getting married, you should know that if you've been with her for a year. Okay. And if you want to marry the woman, you simply propose. What her dad can provide for the wedding, you should be understanding because it's
Hey,
about her
Roger.
family, not
Roger.
about you.
Roger. Hold on. Can you guys all make sure you're muted when someone is speaking? I'm hearing a lot of static and I want to kick you off. Please mute right now. Everybody but Roger. What is that noise? Okay, it's gone. Okay, go ahead, Roger. Roger?
I'm saying in the real world, and the thing is, you as a man should be understanding to whatever her father can provide for her wedding. It is not your job as a man to pay for her to get married. You're supposed to pay for your daughters. What her father can provide, you just show up, you smile, and you let her have the wedding she's been dreaming about since she was a kid. So,
Hey, Roger.
real
You're
talk is just as
cutting out, Roger. You're cutting out a lot.
also when it comes to the home you can provide. You provide the home you can for whatever your position is at that particular moment. If a woman ain't gonna marry you in a crappy apartment, why would you give her a mansion? That don't even make sense. Why would you reward somebody with something bigger who ain't trying to help you do nothing when you get at a smaller level? Why would you give a mansion to a person who won't rock with you when you're in the studio? That don't make a
Well, hey,
lick of
what black
sense.
man got money to pay for a wedding? Though? Father got money to pay for a
Okay,
wedding.
guys, hold on. I want to make sure we do this in rotation. So I want to give everybody the opportunity. So hold on. Mike, I want to give you a chance to respond to what Roger just said. Did you want to add a little bit to what you were saying so I can keep it going? What did you want to say anything else?
What black man father nowadays got money to spend on a wedding?
Well, I I don't know because I didn't ask my dad for no money because I didn't want him to spend no money on no wedding. My mother and father went to the courthouse. Me and my husband went down to the courthouse, and we've been together for 14 years. We did not spend a lot of money. I didn't want a big fancy wedding. All that to me is BS. People only do that $100,000 crap to impress people they don't like. And we're going to be married whether we have a $100,000 wedding or a $5 wedding. It's about me and my husband becoming one soul, one heartbeat. So I didn't care. And I don't care who laughs at me that I had a courthouse wedding because I'm still with my husband. How many people have spent thousands and thousands of dollars on rings and honeymoons and weddings and the marriage didn't last a year? What I'm trying to say to you, Mike, is you don't need all that to be married, bro. If you love that woman and she loves you, all that stuff doesn't matter. It's good to have, but if you guys are both working on that together, why do you need all that first before you get married? That can take you 10 years to get there. That's why a lot of these people been together 10 years, then they get married on the 11th year. That's BS. That's an excuse that people use. What me and Roger are trying to tell you, bro, is that you don't need all that to be married. If you love that woman, you wouldn't have hesitated. I said, Mike, are you going to marry her? You paused because you're thinking of all the things in your head of reasons why you can't marry her right now. But love conquers all. But unfortunately, this new generation of people, they think they need the $100,000 wedding. For what? The wedding is only going to be 2 hours, bro. You could have invested that into stocks. You could have invested that into a bigger, future. You could invest that in your kids' future. Why waste that on a stupid ass
What
wedding? I'm
what
sorry, but
that
that bothers me.
but that's the whole thing. My thing is, why are we concerned with paying for some wedding that ain't it's not my daughter. I'm not paying.
Social
I'm
media.
paying for my daughter's wedding. That's the wedding I'm supposed to pay for. My daughter's wedding, not my wife's wedding. That is her dad's job. It doesn't make a difference her dad's financial level. If he can afford a little wedding, then we go to the little wedding and we smile. If he can
Fact,
afford a big wedding, we go to the big wedding and we smile. We're
fact.
gonna respect him for whatever he can provide.
That's
Point
fact.
blank,
Hey,
period.
guys, I got to keep it moving because we have a lot of people on this panel now. You guys, when it's your turn to speak, please stay to the topic and try to keep it under 5 minutes. I'm going to rotate this to Silk. Silk, are you there?
it was actually my turn, Daphne.
Who? Whose turn?
Ranger A.
Oh, I'm
Ray
sorry,
Ranger.
Ranger. You got mixed up in the thing. I'm looking at it on my end, and you're at the end. But go ahead, Ranger. You were next. You're right.
All right,
Go ahead.
so I'm trying to make this quick. Number one, uh, I did have a topic, but I'm put that on third. Number one, Simone Biles and her husband, and there's a few other people. They went to the courthouse and got married. They didn't want a big wedding. They didn't want people in their business, and they got a lot of money. And I'm gonna tell you right now, they're happier where they're at. So that's number one. Number two, the fact that you feel like you need $100,000 wedding, that I don't know where we got that from. That's completely wrong, because at the end of the day, if it don't work out, you're gonna be at that courthouse by yourself when y'all get divorced. So if you can't see and have a marriage based on your love, there's a problem. Because because at the end of the day, most women want the wedding, but they don't want to work on the marriage. Those are quotes from Tyrese. I'm just saying. And number two, I'm glad you having this topic, Daphne, because the reason why I came to this party is because I was arguing with two of my female friends the other day, and I said to them that I'm talking to this African girl, but I would have to pay a dowry to the parents. She asked me what that is. That's you pay a dowry, or you give gifts to other cultures to prove that you can take care of your wife. She said, I think they should adopt America. I said no. She and the other girl got offended. And I told them the reason why a man would in that culture would pay a dowry to that, because you're getting a wife in return. They were like, how come I'm not getting a wife? I said, because when we paid our dowry, we're getting a wife in return. We're getting obedience. We're getting respect. At the end of the day, the man's going to work hard, but the woman's going to take care of the household. The woman's not going to talk over the man. The woman's not going to be doing this, that, and the third. When I said that for the first time, they were quiet, because I know for a fact that they're not going to be quiet. I know for a fact that they're not going to sit here and be obedient. I know for a fact that they're not going to sit here and do what the men tell you to do, because most of the time, those women, they ask the men when you want to have kids. It's on the man's time. It's on their husband's time, not the man's time. So when you said that, as far as this topic, as far as why black men marry a lot of white women, there's also black men marrying a lot of Spanish women or women in different cultures. It's just, and I think we should start categorizing this as Black American women, because there are black women who are understanding that Black American women they don't want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to come here and put myself out there.
Okay, thank you, Ranger. And guys, I want to remind you that today's topic is, are black men tired of black women? So I want you guys to try your best to stick to the topic too when you're talking and responding,
No,
and
not yet.
just so we can keep this rotation. Silk, are you there?
Yeah, I'm right here. Y'all can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Silk. Talk to us.
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? So in my personal experience, right? So I grew
Silk,
up in the two.
Silk, can you put that mic closer to your mouth, man? You sound like you're talking from far away.
Oh, y'all can hear me?
Can
Is it
everybody
better
hear
right
him on
now?
the panel? Y'all good?
I can hear him a little bit.
Yeah, I know. It
Y'all
sounds.
can hear me now? Is that better?
Yes, that's better. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, all right. So so me personally, I grew up in a two-parent household, you feel me? My parents, they've been married like what, 37 years, gonna be 37 years, you feel me? So in my personal experience, so I grew up seeing that love. Like I grew up seeing what it looks like. I don't even remember the last time I recall my parents even arguing in front of me, you know what I'm saying? I always seen my pops, you know what I'm saying? But my pops was never the type of man to be like, like whatever. He gives my mom the keys, like whatever you say or whatever you want, because she earned that to me. And he doesn't do it willy-nilly. He doesn't do it as in he doesn't have a say. Because I also see my mom, you feel me? It'd be times he'd be like, the furthest I've seen them go as far as the argument was, yeah, he'd be like, all right now. And then she'd be like, you know what? And I would hear her say nothing. But me and my personal experience with black women, I've never experienced that. I was in a relationship. My last relationship was for 6 years. I've been single for about 5 years now. And I hit a rough patch around like the time around like COVID. I say around like 2020, like 2019. And I lost my job. I got laid off. I worked security. And I was working at the hospital. So you know how that go. They don't want to be liable if anybody gets sick and all that good stuff. But boom, I get laid off. And my woman says, she like, okay, so what you gonna do? And I'm like, hey, what can I do? They laying people off. So fast forward, I say about a couple weeks go by and things start changing. all of a sudden, she doesn't really want to talk, like I'm a very affectionate guy. She wasn't as affectionate anymore. And then I asked her, like, what's going on? Like what happened? And she just said, like, I don't like, we both struggling. Like, we both can't be struggling together. I don't know if I can struggle with you. Like, that's not something I would want to do with you. I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay. And I'm an athlete too. Around that time I was playing basketball. So like literally like the next day, like I ended up getting kicked out of practice. I got kicked off the team. Like I'm not blaming it on her, but it's all, everything, it's like a buildup. But basically what I'm saying is I don't know what that looked like because I really wanted this woman. And like this is somebody, and this coming from a man. I used to be a cheater, I used to be a liar, all that. I used to be terrible. And I tried to clean myself up and find, the right one, but it ended up being, I was too broke or whatever she didn't like. So in my experience, I ain't never experienced that. And that was my longest relationship. So I don't know, what I mean? Yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Okay, Silk, when you're saying you've never experienced that, you never experienced what?
I never experienced like a woman actually like staying down with me like at
Mm.
my lowest, like when I'm like, what I'm saying, when I need help,
Okay.
when I need that guidance from a woman and all that, you know what I mean?
Now you said that when you lost everything, or well, when she said we both can't be struggling, this was a black woman.
Yes.
Okay, are you currently still dating black women? Are you with a black woman, or did you decide to date outside your race?
I'm single right now. I don't really honestly, I don't really like discriminate, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm willing to like step out of my race. I just never done it before. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to, I never really like done it. So it's like I just stick. I don't want to be like I don't want to give up on my black women so quick. You know what I mean? That's really why
Mm-hmm.
I stick. And I'm really trying to give them a chance, but it's kind of, I'm just wearing thin right now.
Well, I can understand that. You guys, y'all heard Silk say that when it got low, she said we both can't struggle. Let me tell you, a real relationship is when you guys both have nothing and you're trying to make something out of it together. You guys are together. I remember Jay-Z said we were both happy poor, but when we got rich, that's when our signals got crossed. Because if you already know how to live when the chips are down, then y'all should be able to both come up together. But sometimes people don't want to be with you when you're low because they don't see a better outcome right now because of what's going on in the current. But someone that loves you, you guys are going to find ways to get out of that situation together. But to say we both can't be struggling, you should be working while I sit back on my feet. That can't happen. And what that did for Silk is it made him lose everything. He said he can't blame her. I'll blame her for him. It's her. When you hurt a man like that and he actually loves you, they let everything go to the wayside. They don't care no more. They just say, F it. Forget it. Why even try? He said, I really wanted that woman. I felt that. I felt him saying that. And to know that this woman didn't want him because the chips were down, I'm sure she would have wanted him if he got picked up on a team. Oh, she would have loved him. Oh, she would have wanted to stay then. So again, that's why a lot of these men, they turn their backs because they remember where they were when the chips were down. And that's when men really need us, women, when those chips are down. So moving on.
Hello,
Next. Huh?
hello.
Did somebody say something?
Yeah, I did.
Who?
Mike.
Mike. Okay, go ahead, Mike. You had something to say? Go ahead.
You being a little bit too hard on black women. Like,
Okay, hold on. Mike, I think you
yeah,
said to me earlier. Why am I being hard on black women? Can you explain why you feel that
because
way?
all my life I seen black women be down for niggas,
For a long
Okay,
especially
hold
when,
on, Mike. That's your
huh?
problem. For niggas or for black men? I'm
For
confused, sir.
for,
niggas, they
for
was there for
both.
niggas.
No, I don't see them both in the same category. There's times when you move next to niggas
Look,
and then you move next to black people. There's
all
a
my
difference.
life I got a plethora of stories. I could just go off.
Plethora.
Cousins,
Plethora?
a plethora of stories. My cousins, my dad, me. I can
Okay,
go through the
but
Rolodex of stories. I can tell you right now of stories
okay,
of
Mike, we don't need to talk about them stories. I want to know why
yeah,
you're saying I'm hard on black women. How am I hard on black women? Answer that.
because black women are down. Black women like look, black women be with the struggle of stuff for
Okay,
real.
so
Like
why
they be
aren't you
with,
married then, Mike?
huh?
Why aren't you married, Mike? You just said you needed a big house, $100,000 in the bank, but you
Because I
just said
don't have
women
that.
love struggle love. Mike,
Because
you're
I don't.
contradicting
Because
yourself, partner.
Because I'm not where I'm supposed to be at. If I get
Okay, so
married,
stop saying women love struggle love
my
because
girl, my
she
girl,
wouldn't care.
my girl makes way more money than me
Okay,
right
so then
now.
why aren't y'all married?
Hmm?
You're struggling, not her. So why aren't y'all married?
Because I gotta
Because,
make. Hold on, let me finish. I gotta make more money than her.
huh? You just told me black women love struggle love, but you're
No,
saying
I
that you
said
don't want
no,
to
no, no. I
struggle.
didn't say that. I said black women be doing struggle love. They do the struggle love.
Okay, what does they do to struggle love mean? That they love struggle love, right? Bro,
Okay,
can I,
all right, okay.
Mike, are you okay?
I didn't say
Mike, what's
that though.
today's
I didn't
day?
say that.
Mike, what's today's day?
Bro, your girl struggling with you. Why she ain't marry you, bro?
Today's
You
Exactly.
struggling.
Thank you, Roger. He is contradicting
You
himself, Roger.
no,
struggling.
Wait, hold on.
And,
Let
I,
me finish.
and I'm not saying it as an insult. I'm saying it based on how you
I'm
bringing this to us. You're
I'm not a
basically saying
Pookie.
you're the guy in the struggle
Big K.
position. You're
He don't
Big
in
want
K
the
to marry
ain't no
that woman.
Pookie,
struggle
man.
He don't want to
position,
marry that
but she
woman. That's
love
what I'm
you.
getting at it.
Nigga, go marry her. What's the hold up?
Because I'm not in position yet. I gotta be in position. My damn self. I can't be in
You
position
don't,
with her
you
making more
don't need
money
it.
than me.
You
What are you
just
talking
said
about?
she got it.
Oh, okay.
Bro,
So
you
she
just
got you
said she
feeling
got
like
it.
she
You
can't
just
make
said
more
she
money than
got
you.
it, bro.
Yeah. Well, let me
Yeah,
tell you
y'all
this.
don't get what I'm trying to say.
No, I do. You're saying that first of all. You're saying that I'm hard on black women. Well, you know what? I have to be because our black women are failing. They're failing. I'm a black woman, so I'm speaking from that perspective, Mike. I've seen it. Like I said on
If
mine.
black women are
Hold
failing,
on.
black men are just as failing.
What'd you say?
If black women failing, then the black men are failing the worse.
That's
Black
not
men,
No,
true.
no,
we the
brother.
Okay,
What
leaders of
we
our
do and what they
community.
Mike.
do ain't got
Guys,
nothing
can
to
I
do with
finish?
each other.
Can I please
That is
finish?
not true.
Can I please finish? Mike, what I'm trying to tell you is from the black woman's perspective. Okay? The black men on this panel, they can go at it with you on that. What I'm trying to tell you today, black women are failing our black men.
At
I've
what? At
seen
what?
it. Mike, I've seen it. They're not
At what?
you're a great example. You said she makes way more money than you, but you're saying you need $100,000 wedding. I
Daphne, you
don't care.
going off of anecdotal evidence.
Mike, Mike.
You don't have data
Then
to support your.
you just said you had a union job. A lot of the things that you're
I
saying,
just
you're
got into the union.
okay, Mike. You're very defensive too, I noticed. You one thing that I'm learning about you, you just said that black women are down to do the struggle. That's how you said it, to do the struggle. If
Yeah,
that woman did not
that
care
doesn't
how
mean they
much
love the struggle.
Mike, if that black woman did not care how much money you made, y'all would have been married by now. You're making excuses. First, you said you're not in the position that you want to be in. Then you said you needed 100,000 in the bank. You need a house with a mortgage. All those things, Mike, are
That's
going to take time. They're going to take time. So if that's what's holding you back from marrying her, then in my opinion, you don't really love her. Because if y'all really loved each other, all of that stuff wouldn't matter. She's working and you're working. That's all that matters. Do you guys have kids together, Mike?
no.
Oh, y'all don't even have no kids, bro. So you have no excuse. Y'all could be taking in together $5,000 a month. What is stopping y'all from going down to the courthouse and having a big fat reception, putting money into a savings for a house? You can still do all those great things, Mike. So
Because
when you say that,
I'm not gonna be emasculated by no woman.
so her making more
That's
money
it.
than you. So let me tell you, most men, there's men in this world right now, they chick make more money than them, and they're still the man of the house. So you're saying that if a woman makes more money than
You ain't a
you don't
man.
feel like a man?
You ain't on
What?
shit. Yeah, you ain't on nothing.
Okay, so Mike, you have your own issues to deal with. What I want you to
That's
understand is
not a
I'm gonna
that's
always,
real. What do you mean?
Mike,
How's that my issue?
Mike,
That's
Mike,
real life, real world ish.
Mike, real life, real world, whatever. I want you to listen to me. I'm always gonna be hard on black women because I know we can do better. I know we can do better. Now you can speak for black men, but black women, when you say $100,000 in a big house, that's things that women say on TikTok every day. So hearing that from a man, I rarely hear that from a man. Because if you love a woman, all that stuff doesn't matter.
You
She'll
gonna spend
marry you
money on her.
outside.
That's what.
They just told you Simone Biles married her husband at a courthouse and they're millionaires, bro. How come they
Well,
didn't do
that's
what you're
him.
doing? So I need you to understand it's not about how much money you got. If you love that person and y'all love each other and you both have jobs and no kids, bro, there's no excuse for you. There's no excuse. Y'all don't even got no kids. So everything you're saying to me is an excuse. And you're trying to project that onto me by saying I'm hard on black women. Just like when women say I don't like black women because they don't want to hear the truth. But I'm a black woman who's married to a black man. So I come from experience. So you're not there yet. You want to get to where I'm at. And I'm trying to tell you how I got there, and you don't care.
Well, definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
sir. Yes, sir.
Black women are better than white women, but white women got the resources
That's an
to
excuse.
outcompete black
That's
women.
an excuse. So then how
Straight and
come my
period.
husband didn't marry a white woman then, sir?
Huh?
How come my husband
Because
didn't marry a white woman? He
listen,
was in
because
college with white women.
let me answer.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Because culturally, black women understand this when we going through things. Like I used to date listen, hold on. I used to date a white woman. We used to go out walking down the streets, and I didn't like the looks I would get from white men, black. I didn't like that shit, so I had to break up with her. You know what I'm saying? And she used to do everything for me, bro. I used to drive her car, be all in her house, eating up all her food. You know what I'm saying? She was giving me money. This like, come on. And I had to end it because it's just weird. I don't know how them niggas do it on TV like that. I just can't do it. And then one time I brung her to the crib and my OG snapped on me. So
Okay, then that's the people you keep. Because I'm positive my husband didn't get stares and looks. In this modern world, that's not abnormal seeing a black man with a white woman or vice versa.
it's
Maybe
fairly
that's your circle,
this
but
is
in
this is
Chicago,
this
I
is
see that
this
all the time, bro. What are you
this
talking about?
listen. Well, this is fairly recent. This is back in 2004. No, 2005.
That's not recent.
No, 2014.
That's not
2014.
recent. That's 10 years ago. That's a decade ago, sir. We've
Okay,
progressed since then,
that's
sir.
fairly recent.
No, you're telling me 10 years is okay, Mike. What's today's date, man?
Okay,
What time
it's
is that?
May 8th,
Okay, you're telling me
2024.
10 years is recent. That's a whole decade, bro. That is not recent.
All right, that's not
Okay,
recent.
I'm gonna keep this roll going. You stay on, Mike, because I know people got some words for you. Stay on. Okay, I want to go to
What? Can I say something real quick?
yeah,
It's gonna
real
be
quick.
real short,
I want to give
real
everybody.
short and quick.
Got too many people in here now. Go ahead,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. Mike, man, I'm trying to have love for you as a brother, bro. At first, I accept it. He don't really like that woman like that. That's why he ain't trying to propose, and he got all kinds of excuses to not do that. But after hearing you talk, you done kind of let the truth out without you knowing that you let the truth out. Bro, your woman don't respect you. That's what you told us. You don't get that you told us that. Your woman don't respect you. She make more money than you, and she doesn't treat you well because she makes more money than you. So therefore, you don't want to marry her. Now I understand why you hesitated. And the thing is,
How
bro,
do you know you ain't never seen like she treat me very
bro,
well? What are you talking about?
I'm trying to tell you. You told us that. I just picked up on
No,
it. I am
no,
not
no,
the.
no.
I'm not gonna
Listen,
debate you
listen,
about
listen,
something I
listen.
know, bro. You told us, and I'm not the only guy that heard it.
She don't
I promise you.
emasculate me. She
I
does not
promise you.
emasculate me.
I
My
promise you.
brother.
I am not the only guy who heard it, bro. You hesitated
I
about
know I
marrying a
said
woman.
look, I know I
You,
said I
bro,
know
Okay,
I said
you
Roger,
emasculation or
Roger,
bro.
Mike,
emasculated.
Roger, Mike. I want to get back to y'all because
Yeah,
look, we have a
we
lot of
hold
people
up.
on this panel.
Yeah, we
May I
Listen.
hold up.
please piggyback something very
And Roger,
quickly,
Roger,
Roger?
it sounds like everybody agrees with Roger in the chat. So, Roger, please hang in there, and Mike, don't you hang up either. I want y'all to both talk. I want to move this train going. The next person I see on my list is Black Intellectual. Are you there?
Before he
Uh,
goes, man, add just a piece
can
of
you,
a quick
Okay.
piece.
Who's asking for a quick piece? Did you speak already?
No, I haven't. This is silent.
Okay, Silent, I'm gonna get to you, sir. I know you're on here too. I want to give everybody a chance, please.
Roger that.
Okay, Silent, I got you. We actually, you know what? Silent, I did see your name earlier. You are next. I'm sorry. It's the way
It's
when
all
people
good.
come onto the panel, it shakes you guys up. Black
It's all
Intellectual,
good.
hold on, dear. Silent, you have the mic. Go ahead, dear.
All right. So a piece of incongruency that I just picked up was he just said that basically the black woman comparing her to the white woman was better. But he just described a situation where the white woman was doing everything for him while he had nothing, and he just told you that his black woman won't respect him if he doesn't out earn her. So first of all, that those two things are incongruent. He basically stepped on his own feet there, unfortunately. You got to listen closely. Um, Secondly, I just kind of wanted to, I try to, bring things in the real world. Roger is right. Salute. What's going on, my brother?
Hey, good to see you, brother. Good to hear from you.
Hey,
I
Silent,
guess
I like that perspective. I do. Go ahead. Did you have something
Roger
else?
that. The short answer to your question is yes. Black men are tired of black women. And if I can just kind of jump into the collective thought process and lives of black men.
Y'all niggas is a bunch of incels.
Oh, it's
Okay,
all good,
hold
bro.
on.
Talking
Hold
about
on.
that.
Mike, okay, hold
Got
on,
it.
guys. Hold on. Mike. Mike.
Y'all bunch of
Mike.
incels going fresh and fit podcast talking shit about black women.
Mike, just relax, bro. We already know your women don't respect us, and you think
Really?
we the ones not having
Y'all,
sex.
y'all, y'all little
The guy whose woman he don't respect is accusing people.
Guys,
Just
I
chill, bro.
booted Mike. I think he's starting to troll now, and he's playing games, and I don't have time for that. So, Silent, go ahead and I just removed him from the podcast, and when he's ready to come back, don't ever compare me to Fresh and Fit. I'm nothing like them. I'm a married black woman who speaks the truth, and y'all just don't like it. And for him to act like these women be acting online with me because of the truth, that is really sad. But go ahead, Silent. Go ahead and do what you're gonna do, man.
Hey, Roger that. So I'm gonna just kind of jump into the collective experience, I think, of black men, right? And you kind of think of like the normal, regular black man experience out here trying to make it. He grows up getting shitted on by the women that look like him. He gets shitted on by his mom. A lot of cases, gets shit on by his sisters. You know, young brother goes to junior high. He writes a little love letter. He thinks the little girl's cute. He wants to love on her. She shits on him. He gets shit on in high school. He's been lied on. You see these conversations online, which I think people take far too seriously. For one, this, $100,000 conversation, if anyone knows me, I refer to it as nigga dancing. It's just busy work is all it is, because, during this COVID, man, you just saw this shift with the black manosphere, just bringing straight heat to relationship game in the black community. And before, black men were silenced. Now they were able to really point out to the world that basically you've been lied on. And so the counterparts now to kind of had to get back on offense. And the way to get back on offense was to give you busy work, to take your focus off of that foot on the neck. So now it's not that there's anything wrong with you. You don't make $100,000, but most people don't make $100,000, right? So it's just busy work anyway, because the truth is they don't like you. And I think black men are kind of starting to feel that the women that they're trying to love earn business. You see it online now. And even that brother that talked, he knows in order to get that black woman to love him, he gonna have to buy her like a sugar baby. That white woman was loving him for free. It was his own insecurities that ended that relationship. The woman he's with right now, he just told you she don't love him like that, because he already knows this about her.
That's right.
So
That's right.
that's his own, insecurities to deal with.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, brothers are just tired of doing the most and getting nothing in return. The only reason that black relationships last is due to black men's altruism. That's it. If black men weren't constantly willing to take it on the chin, black relationships would be finished. And now I know black relationships are finished, because as Roger know, I've been around this game for a minute. A while ago, I said, I know the game's going to be over when Pookie goes red pill. You see it now.
Red pill.
It's over. Pookie is red pill now. It's finito. You got Chad Ochocinco. You got these celebrities now. Now, when you got these celebrity men talking this shit, and I remember, when we were in our little manosphere corner, and I would say, these celebrities are listening. Trust me. Trust me, these celebrities are listening. But now they're comfortable enough to say something. This whole NFL draft white women shit that is going to take the black manosphere to the moon. It's over. It's it. Because black men are tired. They're tired of being shit on. They're tired of the only relationship is pay my bills.
Right.
They're tired of, they picked up and single-handedly put the stepdaddy's market on their shoulders, and they got shit on. They got cheated on. You look every day and look out into your everyday lives. You got these good brothers who have good jobs. See, we got to pin them as basement-dwelling, neck-bearded, ugly losers, because, then you can understand why a sister wouldn't choose him. But see, we're not going to address that. No. See, sisters are declining perfectly, I guess, attractive, no homo, decent job having guys who have their lives together. They're rejecting those guys. When those guys walk up to the bar and offer her a drink, she don't know what she does for a living. But those are the guys that reject it. Because you know why? Thought experiment. I have never seen an ass-whooping Rodney not have a plethora of women after him. I have never seen a guy who cheats on a whole bunch of women have a problem finding more women. But that means there's 10 other guys who are like, damn, I'm a good brother. Why can't I find a woman? That's why brothers are online. No one wants to admit it, But we all face rejection. We want to pass on our genes, and it really hits black men in the nuts where you're like, we've done drug our nuts through the sand to build this, and our women want to have babies and pass on their lineage, and we can't pass along our generational wealth and our DNA because our women want to have babies with degenerates. That is going to make a nation full of men highly upset, especially after everything brothers have been through, shot in the ass, you name it. And then you got to come home to, you are absolute God. The fact that you're sitting here, standing here, still competing after everything they tried to do to eliminate you, and then you have to go home to listen to some broad yelling at you, man. Black men want peace. Black men have good jobs. We travel in the world. The internet has made the world an international place right at your fingertips. The only thing keeping black relationships together was there being no competition. Now that there's competition, it's over. It's almost like you grow up eating ramen and then you eat a T-bone steak for the first time. You ain't never going back. We at Fogo de Chao now. All right.
I heard that. Thank you so much, Silent. Stay on here. I'm going to rotate everyone, guys. When I call your name, please try to keep it at 5 minutes. And make sure you're muted when someone is talking. Black Intellectual, you are next up. Go ahead, dear.
Ooh, thank goodness. All right.
Black,
Thank
we
you.
mean thank goodness. How dare you? No, I'm saying, go ahead. Go ahead, Black
My
Intellectual. Go
battery
ahead, sir.
dying. My
He's
battery
holding
dying.
his breath. He said, woo! Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. So what to go off what the boy said, I don't personally think black men are tired. I think they're tired of the bull that come with it, if that makes sense. Like, I think black men are just tired of the entitlement, the bad decision making, the bad attitude, the thinking you can fight us all the time, the disrespect, basically. It's a lot. It's a lot on brothers, man. Like, I see some of the greatest black men I've ever met get treated so bad by sisters. And I see the worst ones get treated wonderfully. But then it comes a time where you start to think like, okay, they doing it to themselves. It's not us, it's them.
Yep.
And I see it all the time. Like, I go to school full time, I work full time. And I see the sisters not talking to the brothers on campuses at all. They just don't talk to them. But they'll talk to the white boys happily, the Asian boys with respect, the Indian boys with respect. And it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And then the thing that drives me nuts is the dudes that they put over black men from other races, they wouldn't accept him if he was black. So I'm like, you can pick other races of men and they're good men, but you won't pick the good black ones. So I think the brothers is just kind of tired of watching that happen. And then it's like the expectation is for us to now mentor the kids that we didn't even make in the first place. And I think that's just crazy. And it's just like, damn. So all we got to do is mentor the kids, but we can't make our own. But we got to mentor the ones that you made with the men who aren't father material. They wouldn't need a mentor if they picked father material men in the first place.
Okay. Hey, that's a good point. I see your point. Okay. Next we have Eno. Eno, I know you are married. Eno is a married black man to a black beautiful woman. Eno, go ahead, sir. And Eno, guys, Eno is the one behind my music. So go ahead, Eno.
Hey everybody, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so I wanted to say we not tired of black women. We tired of black women's attitude toward men. Like was said earlier, y'all don't have to be as I want to say particular as you guys are. What y'all looking for is not looking for y'all. Like I keep saying, the guy that's making $200,000-300,000 a year is not looking for a woman to be popping their neck at him and telling him what she's not gonna do and this, that, and the other, because you know what I'm saying, this is his wife. We choose our wives. Our wives don't choose us. We have to get on that knee and put the ring on the finger. So you have to make yourselves presentable enough for us to want to do so. Now to talk to address Mike. You don't have to have $100,000 wedding. I've been with my wife for 15 years. I've been married to her 13 years. It was a courthouse marriage. Most of these big ass weddings that they be spending all this money on be over in 2 and 3 years. Like, women, like they said, women are just in love with the fact of the wedding, not the marriage. You want the show. You don't want everything else that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? And the way Mike think, he'll never get married. And I think his girl might be in a room with him while he talking, because he sounds just a little too like, we hard on black women. We not hard on black women. We didn't ask for black women's attitudes, and we're not taking it anymore. And that's just simple as that. You would sit up and allow your woman to talk to you any kind of way just because she makes more money than you. That's not respect. She's still supposed to respect you as a king, regardless to how much money you make. 9 out of 10, you're not gonna make $100,000 in your life. So why would you spend $100,000 on a wedding when that's college money for your kids,
That's
house
right.
money, car money, and all type of other things that you could invest in that will further your family instead of just spending $100,000? You sound insane, and you have to be young the way you talking. And I'm not understanding how you get the logic that you getting, because it don't make any sense to feel like you have to give a woman $100,000 wedding and make more money than her. No, you don't have to make more money than your girl, especially if your girl is true. Women don't worry about a lot of women making more money than us these days. My wife make more money than me. That don't make me not own shit. Trust me, because I'm on a lot. It don't take a lot of finance to do you. It takes love, it takes guidance, it takes spirit. And if your woman truly loves you, she will humble herself unto her husband, regardless to how much money he makes, because he's the king of that castle, and that's a respect thing. So apparently your girl don't respect you. You got the wrong girl, bro. You need to move along or something, because in the end, you're gonna be looking sad and stupid in 10 years when you ain't making enough money for her and she pop out on your ass. That's
Mm.
all I wanted to say. Love you, Daphne.
Love you too, and stay on. So if anybody wants some beats, stay on. Guys, remember, I'm gonna rotate you guys. Please try to stick to the topic. Wait, can y'all mute? I'm hearing myself. Can you guys please make sure you are sticking to the topic, and please don't go far left because I'm going to throw you off the panel. Guys, I wanted to get y'all permission. Mike is in the backstage. Does anyone from the panel want Mike back? Mike, if we bring you back, you were
I
already
do.
disrespectful once. Okay, if I bring him back, now, Mike, if you come back on
I
here
don't.
acting a fool, you're never coming back again. I'm going to have them
I
boot you
don't.
for good. Who said I don't?
I
Silk.
don't. I
Y'all
don't.
don't?
Silk. Get
Okay,
him
Look,
so
off.
Mike,
Come
Mike,
on,
I want to give
let him come back
everybody a
up.
chance. Hold on, guys. I
Let
want
him
to give
back on.
everybody.
He might
yeah,
need a little
Okay,
schooling.
guys,
That's
wait,
all.
wait.
He might
I
just
want.
need a little schooling.
Okay, hold
exactly.
on. Let me
Yeah.
bring him back. Okay, wait, guys. Mike, you're back, but do not speak until everybody has spoke because you already spoke earlier. So I want to keep this train rolling. Please keep it under 5 minutes. The next person I know, I think it's Fahad. You've been waiting a long time, so I want to go to you, and then I'm gonna go to Kev. Okay, so Fahad, go ahead, dear.
You can hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think the females nowadays, their perception of love is distorted. I don't think they know how to properly love a man. You feel me? Like my baby mom was one of them same females. You don't make enough. I'm broke, broke, broke. And then as soon as I start getting money, it's never enough. So I really don't think they actually know what they want from a man. I don't think they know how to, their moms or whatever they grew up without a dad or something. I don't know what it is, but their perception is definitely distorted. Their version of love is distorted. I done had females tell me, "Oh, if you don't go through my phone, I mean, it's gonna help me to stop cheating if you go through my phone." I'm like, that don't even make sense. You're a little kid, and they spend their 20s doing all this thought stuff, and then they want to wait until they get older, then want to find a man to take care of them. You feel me? They're not resourceful. The females nowadays aren't resourceful. They can't cook. They don't know how to tend to a man properly, and it's like really crazy nowadays. You feel me?
Thank you, Fahad.
And like other females and other cultures, like they I say submissive. They don't know how to be submissive. They say submissive is like being a slave, and it's not that. You feel
Yep.
me? And they don't like that control. They want to be a man and a woman at the same time.
Mm.
And
and that's complicated. And like far as Mike, that whole 100,000, you would have to be a millionaire, man. Because if your wedding got to cost 100,000, that ring got to be more. That ring got to cost a lot, and then the house got to cost a lot. It doesn't make sense. And
Nope.
then, like I said, Rihanna is a billionaire. A$AP Rocky is not a billionaire. She makes more money than him.
Yep.
So it just
And I
doesn't
know
make
what,
sense.
and I know the answer to that.
You feel me?
Okay,
So,
we'll get to guys. You'll
but
get your chance.
that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna take up too much time.
Thank you, Fahad. And we'll jump over to Kev. Go ahead, Kev.
Hello,
Kev?
everyone. Yeah,
Hello,
can you hear
Kev.
me? Can you
How
hear
are
me?
you, sir? Yep, we can hear you.
Okay, I'm good. CelebriD, how are you? Thanks for
I'm
letting me
doing
up.
great, Kev.
Okay. All right. I'm Kev. I'm from a channel called Black Men Being Brutally Honest. I think a few of
Yes.
you in the audience already know, but for those of you who don't, come check me out sometime, and maybe you would want to hit that subscribe button. You know, you never
Hold
know.
on, Kev.
But what
Cheryl,
up?
can you please put in his channel? Can you go to Black Man Being Brutally Honest and copy his tag and put it in the comments, Cheryl? Okay, go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, and I have someone that's been married for almost 11 years
Mm-hmm.
to a black woman. And I'm not saying that for any kind of virtue signal or some type of blind loyalty, because I'm not loyal to anybody that is wrong and out of pocket. So to answer your question, yes, I'm afraid so. We're at that point in history where enough is enough. So just want to just come up here and say that it's I mean, for real. I don't know. I have a deep concern because, and I don't expect anyone else to care about this but me. But I got a daughter, and she is, very young. And what is there going to be for her because of the example set by her adult counterparts? I mean, I'm doing my I'm doing my best, but when she makes it to that age, I'll just say I'm relying heavily on me to steer her in the right direction. So I don't blame brothers for being concerned based on what we see. The latest one is Shaq's ex-wife, and
Oh yeah.
the whole
Yep, we're gonna address it. I got
and
you.
and and her husband, who just had to hush a woman in church for being extra, and the social media wave of sisterhood outrage is just hitting this man, and I'm just like, wow. I mean, we keep seeing stuff like this, the death of Kevin Samuels, the release of Birth of a Nation, stuff. I mean, we keep seeing stuff like this, and we're seeing how people really are and what they really think, and the whole black athletes and white women thing has brought this conversation up once again. But I would say yes, and it has to be some form of proactivity on the woman's part, because it seems to me like, as far as, and you call yourself the queen of accountability, the accountability ranks like have switched. It's like they're wrong. It's like black men are at the top, then it's black children, then it's black women. I think black women and black children need to switch up, because we're all adults, and like I said, no one no one has a problem with checking black men when we're wrong, and that keeps us sharp. you know to be held to a standard is what every community and culture needs. But it just seems to me like, when black women are held to a standard, as far as a behavior, there's this backlash, and black men are just tired of seeing that. So some black men are just saying, F it at this point. And I just like, at one point in time, I would likely have said something like, "Hey, guy, do some push-ups, or get your money up a little bit, and then everything will be okay." I mean, you have millionaires who wives don't love them. You know what I'm saying? If you think money, that's it, no, no, that ain't it at all. What I'm saying. So I think it's a shame, because more than anything, I would love to see us, black men and black women, work it out. But
Right.
if it keeps going like this, then hey, my suggestion to brothers is to focus on being the best versions of yourselves, and leave them what's alone, and go where you're appreciated. You only got one life to live. You only do this once. I mean, don't let some type of blind loyalty ruin your life. or mess with your ability to think straight.
Right.
Go be happy. And if they want to straighten up, they will. But the attitudes are so far gone, I don't know. So like I said, maybe there's hope for the future. I think this generation right here, and I'm not saying we always got to say not all. I mean, there are a few women who are cool, great to kick it with, but whenever they voice their opinion on how tired of it they are attacked, harassed, doxxed. It's a shame. I mean, you being one of those examples.
Oh yeah,
So,
we're gonna go into that because when
so
Mike said what he said, yeah. But thank you,
yeah,
Kev.
so seeing behaviors like the whole, um, the plan for black people that Ice Cube came up with, and those ladies acted in the way they acted. Like I said, these are not just, these are incidences that are used as societal examples, and everybody's seeing this.
Mm.
And you can say that's TV and society all you want, but when you look at social media, real people are conveying these thoughts as well. So, yeah, it's something that has to be addressed, or shoot, we might as well call it a day on this. So, like I said, what I said stands. Go be happy, brothers.
Kev, are
Yeah.
you going live tonight, sir?
I absolutely am.
What time are you going live?
Probably. I'm a late guy, so probably about 11ish, 11:30.
Okay, so for anybody that's up late, Kev has really, really, really good topics as well. Cheryl put his link in the comments. Y'all do me a favor and subscribe to this wonderful man. I've been around Kev as far as black men being brutally honest for a bunch of years now. He's always consistent and he does not owe loyalty to no one. He's going to always be right there in the middle. He's never going to take sides. He's going to be on the truth. So thank you, Kev. I appreciate you, sir.
I
Okay,
appreciate you.
thank you. Okay, so Hustler, you're up next. Go ahead, Hustler.
What's good, Daph?
Nothing
How are
much. Talk
ya?
to us. And then after you, it'll be Mike. So go ahead, Hustler.
Yeah, to piggyback on what y'all was saying, it's not so much we're tired of black women, we're just tired of the bullshit that comes with trying to deal with them. 'Cause like y'all said earlier, if a woman really likes you, she wouldn't give a damn where you take her. Hell, it could be to a damn hot dog stand. It don't matter as long as it's just you and her getting to know each other. Now, granted, I barely had that problem when I was, trying to get into the dating market, but I've had a few women that spaz out on me because I try to, keep everything simple. I think I had one experience like that. I ain't dealt with her since then. I prefer dealing with females who are open to simple dates. And I have reason to believe that women do that because they really don't like the guy. Because it's a common fact that y'all ladies make rules for the dudes y'all don't like, but y'all bend, if not break them for the dudes that y'all do find attractive. You find me attractive, you wouldn't mind, going out for, I don't know, Chili's or Applebee's or something, or get a motel room and let's get it in. You wouldn't mind that. But for the guys y'all don't like, oh, you got to take it to a fancy restaurant. You got to do all this. You barely know this guy's last name. Seriously. So I think it's a bullshit ass strategy that needs to stop. So we're just tired of the expectation that we got to come out of our pockets immediately without getting to know the woman. Knowing, and I've said this many times in the past, for every dude that she got spending money on her just to show her a good time, she got at least one other nigga that ain't got to do a damn thing or do the bare minimum just to get access to her. I've been both of them, so I know. That's my take on it.
Thank you, Hustler. And before I let Mike talk, I wanted to piggyback off of Kev. Kev said a few things that brought me back. Y'all remember when Kevin Samuels died, you had black women doing watch parties. They were dancing. They were saying, "This is me dancing on his grave." They hated that man that much, and he did nothing to them personally. And we're talking about black women, black. And it was so bad that when he died, they had a group that was private. Someone sent me a little post that somebody made saying one down and this one to go. I was on the side of this one to go. They actually want me to die. And I'm nowhere near on Kevin Samuel's status. He's way higher than I'm gonna be right now. So for them to want me dead too, that was scary. But we can even go back further. Before y'all knew who Kevin Samuels was and all that, these black women created a group about me just 6 years ago called Daphne Ford Sutton must or by Daphne Ford Sutton. That group was created by a bunch of black women, and that group amassed 36,000 members. 36,000. And before they were able to reach 5 years, somebody in that group sent it to me because they were saying things about my deceased mother. And she thought it was very disgusting because, of course, someone dead can't speak for themselves. So she sent that to me with the group link. And I was able to get that group reported, and it came down. That group almost hit 5 years. 36,000 women want me to go. And y'all think that that's not a problem. So when people like Mike say, you're hard on black women, what? These black women want me dead. And I did nothing to them personally. This comes from me holding other black women accountable. They want me to look the other way. They don't want you to stand up and say, hey, sis, that ain't right. We got to do better. They want me to look the other way. So, and then Kev said something else, the doxing. A black woman recently said online her baby daddy was coming to kill her because he found out he wasn't the father. And she told him, well, it's out of you and 3 other guys. Ha ha ha. And thought it was funny. People actually believed that her life was in danger. So when I had the police do a well-being check, this woman goes berserk. When the police tell me that she's faking and they told her it was me, because I never want to be anonymous. I want you to know who did this. Because if she was dead or unalived or whatever you want to call it, then at least I had them go over there. But she got so mad that I found out that she was lying and that I exposed her for wanting to make money. She doxed me. She started working with other people that don't like me, and she literally posted my address. She posted my address. Then she started posting addresses of people related to me. That's how mad this angry black woman was. It was so bad I had to go down to criminal court and handle business. I've never in my life experienced so much hate from my own race. But I want to let you guys know over the last year, I got like 15 orders out there for no stalking, because that's what happened when I called these women out. So when people like Mike tell me that black women are not failing, yes, they are. These are women that I did not do anything to them personally, but call out their behavior publicly. If you're going to make up a lie, ladies, don't get mad when someone calls you out on it. You wanted this attention. You wanted to go viral. And it's really sad that I have to do this against my own race because they're jealous. And I'm going to tell you, every one of these individuals that I have an order against, they're not even married. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. They have so much time to create groups and harass and dox me. They're not even married. And a lot of them have kids. So what legacy are they leaving behind? It's really disgusting out there. As a black woman, I get why black men are tired. Look what I'm going through. These black women want me dead too. And I'm a black woman. That's how jealous they are. That's how much they hate me. So at the end of the day, like Kev said, all these attacks that are happening to me, they're going to have to keep attacking because I'm not going to stop. I'm married for a reason because I know when to be quiet and I know when to be loud. There's a difference. A lot of you women are just loud for no reason. And that's why you're unpicked. So I want to say thank you to Mike. He did apologize to me, guys, for what he did earlier. So Mike, I know you heard everybody speak. Go ahead and say what you had to say, sir.
Look, I just want to say this: you gotta have sympathy for the black woman's plight. The black woman. They the last in beauty standards. They like they don't wear their own hair. They have self-esteem issues. They don't like wearing their own hair. They put blonde hair weave in their head. They got, you know what I'm saying? So that's deep, deep, very deep, unresolved issues that have been brainwashed into their heads that starts from childhood. So you got to deal with. So we got to come from a point of empathy
Why?
and understanding
Why do
what,
we owe them that? Why do we owe them that? You talking about
huh?
all this stuff? You're talking about all this stuff that they're doing. Why do we
Because
owe them that?
okay, let me explain. Let me explain. Can I explain?
We waiting. Go ahead.
Okay, why we owe them that is because we failed them. We couldn't protect them when the white man was raping them.
Okay,
And
okay. Hold on. Mike, you're gonna
We
get me
not
in
doing
trouble.
that.
You cannot say that word. Say grape. Do not say that
great.
word.
All
You're
right,
gonna get me in trouble.
when the white
And
man was,
what does that got to do with this topic, bro? You're
huh?
talking
Bro, I
about the
wasn't alive.
past.
Because
I wasn't alive. I wasn't
listen.
alive. I can't protect somebody if
Okay,
I'm not born.
Right.
hold on. Okay, listen. Let me explain it. Okay, if you gonna say that, then don't ask for reparations. Then if
What?
you a FBA, if you gonna say that I wasn't alive because all listen because
Uh,
all
That's
listen
travel. If I die, the people
listen,
who are connected to
huh?
me got to pay that debt. That's happening right now.
Okay, but listen, because all that trauma, all that trauma traveled all the way down to us. So you ever
So
heard of
that means so white
listen,
Hold
men
on,
listen.
owe
Roger.
them.
Roger, hold on,
White
Roger,
men
please.
get
Roger, wait. Go ahead, Mike.
You ever heard of epigenetics where for instance a mouse, right, can see a hawk and be afraid of it, and then 10, 20 generations down, the 10th generation of the mouse never seen a hawk will see that hawk again and start running from it. That trauma that our ancestors went through traveled all the way down to us. That's why we killing and shooting each other in the hood. You think we like doing that? No, we doing that because we under these people's rulership, and we failed our woman, and because we haven't been able to protect them, and we haven't been able to be real men. You know what I'm saying? We can't get respect. Listen, we can't get respect from our women when we getting shot by the police and we marching in the streets. Aren't you tired
Okay,
of marching in the
Mike.
streets?
Okay, Mike, let
Huh.
me stop you, Mike, because my battery is getting low, and I don't want you
My
wasting your
bad.
battery. Mike, let me ask you a question, sir. How old are you, Mike, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 34.
34. Okay,
You know,
Mike.
damn 34.
ain't
So
All
no
right.
ain't no
guys,
world.
hold
Cap,
on, guys. So Mike,
cap.
so guys,
Stop
hold
the
on,
cap.
guys. So Mike, you're saying that the attacks that I'm getting from black women are because they were great back then and black men failed them. That's why they're attacking me. That's what you're saying,
Yes,
Mike.
listen. It's self hatred. It's just like how in the hood and the ghettos, King Von or FBG Duck, they're killing each other because they have a deep self hatred for each other. So they rather kill each other than bust back at the
Mike, I'm
police.
not
We not
talking
talking
about
about
King
that
Von.
though.
I'm talking about me and black
It's
women who are attacking me.
it's a parallel. It's a parallel. It's
No.
an
Mike, Mike, can I
analogy.
ask you another question, sir?
What
Mike, are
are
you
you?
okay? Are you
Huh?
okay, Mike?
I'm perfectly fine.
Okay, because you're going back into the slavery times. You're saying we don't deserve reparations.
Yes,
You're not
because it
making any
mattered.
sense, sir.
No, I said that to do because he's talking about he wasn't alive. So I try to say, okay,
Look,
since you want to use that argument, you can't use that argument if you want to ask for
bro,
reparations. Because
bro,
white people will
bro.
say,
Roger.
listen, because white people are gonna say they weren't alive during slave time. So why should we pay a debt that we
Okay,
weren't
hold on,
part
Mike.
of?
Mike, you gotta let Roger answer that.
Right,
Go ahead,
yeah,
Roger.
bro, you because you making no literal sense, and I'm trying to save you from yourself. I know you think I'm trying to be mean to you. I'm literally trying to save you from yourself, bro. You sound goofy, and it's just plain and simple. I
Okay,
don't even
explain
believe
it then. Tell me
bro.
how
No,
I'm
no,
sounding goofy.
I actually said it, bro. A debt right now. If you die right now, if you have children, get that goes to your children. That's a system that's still in effect. Debts are passed down to generations right now. That's not a thing that we're trying to create. That's something that's literally in the system right now. And what you're saying is some white men did stuff to black people, so black women should hold us accountable for what white men did to them. They're not
Crazy.
even
No,
our wives,
listen,
bro.
listen,
Crazy.
listen. You
No,
see,
listen
you
to
didn't.
I got
You're
a
listen to me.
question.
confusing.
Listen
You're
to me, bro.
confusing.
Listen to me. I owe my wife. If we're not married to them, and collectively, black men are not married to black women collectively. It is not 51%
They
of us
still
that are
are. They
married.
still are women though.
They cannot be yours if you're not married to them, bro. That's how ownership
You're
is
not getting. You're not getting
even
what
when
I'm trying to say.
even
They
when they
still ours.
even bro, even when they listed women as property, you don't own it till you marry it. They're not ours. You
I'm
got
not
married
saying in the
somebody
literal
for them to
sense.
belong to you. Bro,
What the
you
fuck?
belong to
Okay,
me? Do you
okay.
belong to me?
Then why
Do
do you
you
call black
belong to
women
me?
sisters though?
Bro, do you belong to
What?
me? Do you belong to me?
I'm not
Because I'm
saying that.
black.
I'm not.
I'm no, brother. You black, I'm
All right,
black. Do
man.
you belong to me?
Are you my brother?
Not for real, for real.
Roger, he's not gonna
You know
answer it.
what I mean,
He's
man.
not gonna answer it. So,
But that's the answer to your question. For real, we're not brothers. And
That's why you couldn't answer it at first.
truth be told, you're not my brother. My brothers
But
are
I'm your
black men.
brother's keeper though. We're your brother. We both brothers.
Listen
We
to me.
black
You're not,
brothers.
you're
Cap.
We
not
are
my
black
keep,
brothers.
brother.
guys,
You're not my brother. My brothers are black men that are productive, respectable, functional, and believe in black men's leadership. You are not one of those people.
And I can't. Then
I
you
got
can't
a
be
quick
saved, brother,
question.
because Cause that Pookie and Ray Ray is your
I
brother
don't
too. That's
need
your brother
saving.
too.
I
The one
don't need
that's
saving.
out there
No, it ain't.
shooting and drilling.
Those,
That's your
those
brother
may be
too.
your brothers, but they ain't my brothers. My
No,
brothers are respectable,
That's a whole other
functional.
brotherhood.
from the one
My
that go to
brothers
college.
are
Guys,
respectable, functional, and they are productive, and they believe in black men leadership.
Every black man that come out of a black woman
Anybody who ain't that
is
ain't
your
my
brother.
brother.
How about that?
Anybody who ain't what I said ain't my
guys,
brother.
hold on.
No,
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
I
We got
got a
somebody who just
question.
I wanted. Who had a question?
I did.
Whose I did?
Oh, that's me, H&M.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because I just added someone. So hold on, 18th letter. Go ahead. What's your question? To Mike?
Yes, I had a question
Okay.
for him. You said
Go
something
ahead.
about men have failed black women. How the hell have we failed black women? Seriously, if anything, black women failed the damn selves by doing the bullshit they've been doing for the last few decades. We ain't failed shit. They failed us, if anything. So what the hell, man? Explain that, please.
I just explained. We didn't protect black women. We didn't protect them
And what's your
from
point?
Hey,
huh?
I got a question too, Daphne. I got a question for
Okay,
Daphne, man.
guys. Before y'all ask your question, the 18th letter just joined. And I don't want him waiting because y'all all got a chance to speak. The 18th letter. Go ahead. Did you have some words for Mike?
Salute, 18th letter.
Hey, what's going on, Hustler and Muscular? Shout out to you, Miss Daphne. Thank you for allowing me up on your platform. I appreciate it. I just wanted to speak on the topic for a quick second. And Mike, shout out to you, brother. I just think you need to educate yourself a little bit more on Black history and the things that us as Black men have did. We've literally given our lives for our women. We've literally given our lives. We've accomplished we've accomplished a lot for a group of men with our backs against the wall. We're in a system that was designed to hinder us and not allow us to progress at all. And I'm not just saying all you got to do is go back in history and you can see all of the laws and the policies and everything that's been put in place in order to stifle Black men.
You can't use that argument because look, the Haitians was able to defeat the greatest army at that time. How come they was able to do it?
Let me respond to that real quick. First and foremost, the Haitians they outnumbered the French 10-1 on that
They
island.
didn't have no guns like Napoleon did.
Wait, hold up.
I know the history.
Hold up, bro. Because I'm talking about American history, not Haitian history.
They was losing. Well, it's the same people. It's the same people. They came off the same boats.
Bro, you're not
they
even
just got dropped off first.
You're not even letting me speak.
Mike, please let him finish. Go ahead, sir.
First and foremost, when you shout out to the Haitians. The Haitian people was a island. They were surrounded by water, and the slaves outnumbered the Frenchmen 15-1. So yes, they did overthrow, and I much respect to Haiti, and Haiti is in the position that they're in. Why? Because of what they did to overthrow their oppressors. You talking about the United States, a huge landmass where we are outnumbered 30-40-1. That is a completely big difference in what you're saying. But to the topic at hand, Miss Daphne, yes, a lot of Black men are tired. We're tired because if you notice with some of these women within our group, and they tend to look for justification to harm their own men, and secretly it's because Black men's validation has never been good enough for a lot of Black women. They want global validation. A lot of them secretly are jealous of white women, and they want to be put on that same pedestal as white women. And a lot of the times they look for any reason to justify on not following with Black male leadership, working even against Black men in any type of situation that you can think of, whether it be corporate, having to do, business dealings with your women, emasculating their children, especially their male children. I know the women, the daughters get it too, but specifically the male children, it's like, they're tag teaming with white supremacy when it comes to Black men. And it's been going that way for a long time. And some of them have been brainwashed through the educational system with this whole feminism thing and different things like that. The reason why a lot of them hate to see Black men with other races of women, because they hate to see that Black men have more options than a lot of them personally. And it really comes down to the fact that a lot
When
of these,
black women get with white men, it's a status symbol. When they
Mike,
yeah,
get with white men, it's
and
a
they
Mike,
project,
status symbol.
Mike,
and
please let him finish, Mike. Go ahead.
which what you were saying, Mike. When black women get with white men, it's a status symbol because they're looking like they're getting with the top quality men that control all the resources over the world. And they turn around and they project that onto black men. That's why they would say, oh, you just getting with a white woman to up your status. When any black man that's dated a white woman know damn well that you don't, if anything, that puts a target on your back just dating interracially, especially if you work in corporate offices, if you work in different areas where it's mostly where it's a lot of white men.
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah, man, because you can't seem to hold on, but that's okay. I'm done. Go right
Wait,
ahead.
who's second to interject, Mike?
Yep,
Yeah.
that was Mike again.
No, you can't interject, Mike. Mike,
All
I
right.
want to give everyone a chance to talk. And the 18th letter, we're still talking. So please let him finish, Mike. Remember, you said you'll be respectful. 18th letter, this is still your mic. Go ahead, man.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right there, Miss Daphne. I want to allow all of the other brothers and
No,
everybody.
all the brothers spoke. This was your time, sir.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Miss Daphne.
You were
But
done?
I'll just add one more thing really
Yeah, go
quick.
ahead, sir. I want to hear it because I like what you're saying. Go ahead.
So it really comes down to the fact that if you notice within the racist history of this country and a racial, the way things have progressed racially, white people, one of their strategies was always trying to use a justification to try to have a reason to demean us as a group of people. And I see that no different with a lot of our women. They look for a justification to try to demean black men in any way that they can. They look for a justification to do what they already want to do anyway. A lot of them have secretly wanted to be with white men. Some of them are secretly in sexual relationships with white men, and they think that, a lot of us don't know. You have them, going over there with white men. They do all of this kinky stuff that they think, and then once those white men don't accept them, then they want to come back over into the black community. Some of them are working. I've even seen tweets. I've seen tweets of white men on Twitter saying how every black woman that he dealt with had a severe hatred towards black men. So it's obvious that a lot of these women have been brainwashed to work against their own benefit from, being in a relationship with a black man, creating a family and building wealth. And so this is where we are today. They it's like they don't want us, but they don't want anybody else to want us either. So that's all I got to say.
You want me now? I'm hot. You all on me. 18th letter. Thank you for that.
Can I say something real quick?
Let me say something.
Who said that?
Silk.
Silk. Go ahead, Silk, and then Mike can go ahead and say what he was gonna say. Go ahead, Silk.
Hey, just to get at Mike real quick. You know, providing and protecting doesn't mean money, or doesn't mean like how physical I can be with somebody or how good I can protect my woman. It also means like I can protect her. She can feel protected, like emotionally. You feel me? She can feel protected. She can feel safe around me. I can make her feel good. How I make her feel. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always about the money. It ain't always about the material. Providing and protecting, that can be everything else. You feel me? And then I had a question for Daphne, or really, I want your perspective real quick. How you feel about black women saying they the most disrespected and the most unprotected? What you think about that?
I actually did a show on that. I think I did, and I don't agree. I think I think black women love to use that Malcolm X line because back then they were disrespected. Maybe then, but today, no. A lot of these women don't deserve respect. How you gonna ask a black man to respect you when you can't even respect the other black woman? These same black women that want this respect and protection from black men are the same women that I got on the docket right now. No, you don't get that. If you can't even be respectful to your own race, to the same sex, another black woman, why would a black man respect you? You don't even like the other black women that you talk to. So why? If you want respect, it is not given, it's earned. And they haven't earned it. Instead, they want to disrespect people. I get disrespected by black women all the time. The whole 9 years I've been holding people accountable and going into these groups and doing all this, 92% of the women that have come at me, black women. This year alone, black women. I've gotten them in trouble. I've gotten them arrested. I've gotten them on a docket. Black women. They don't know how to stop. So I'm trying to help them stop. And a lot of black women don't get that when I am calling out their behavior and they're being held accountable by the, for instance, Rhoda Osmond. Rhoda Osmond is probably one of the worst cases that I ever worked, and I was successful in it, but I got the most hate from black women. The day I broke the news that she was wanted on a felony, black women were saying I went off cold. I snitched on another black woman. I worked for the white man. They attacked my character. They doxed me. They doxed my husband. They attacked because I held a black woman accountable. At the end of the day, bro, I don't think that black women are ever going to get the respect that they want because of how they carry themselves and how they act online. I would never respect a black woman if she's disrespecting me. You disrespect me, I got to handle it this way. So again, I'm tired of women using that Malcolm X bullshit because back then, those black women were respectful to their men. They did not judge. They did not berate. They knew their place. Coretta knew her place. So that's my answer to that. Does that help?
Absolutely.
I just want to say real quick because I'm gonna have to dip out. Mike,
Okay, go ahead, Roger.
I'm gonna invite you to come to one of my shows. I do shows at 9 a.m. I
Mike,
try to come back later to get some
Mike?
information from you so I can contact you. I'm invite you to come on my show so we
Roger,
can
are
have
you
a little.
saying Mike?
Yeah, I'm saying Mike. Yeah, I'm inviting him to come
Mike,
over so he can do it. He can be a guest on my particular show.
please.
We do it
Hey,
at 9 in the
Mike,
morning.
please.
We'll give you a whole show to get off everything you need to say at the end of
Call
the
it
day.
Mike. Call
Okay.
it Mike. Mike, I encourage you to go on his show.
Look, leave some contact information because I got to dip out. Give me some contact information so I can get a hold of him.
I get
You know
it
what
for
I'm saying?
you. I get
I
it.
appreciate
Mike is
that.
free.
And we'll schedule something on the day that you can do something, bro. I schedule something on the day that's
The
good for you
emails in the
too.
chat.
Okay, Roger.
Okay.
We got you. Hey, Mike, just put your information in the private chat. And then Mike, and then
I just did.
And
okay.
y'all have a good rest of y'all show. I gotta
too.
dip out. Shout out to
to
Mr.
the
Z who
Roger
coming up
Report.
too.
Be safe, bro.
Long live.
I got
Long
2
live.
points. I got 2 points. 2 points.
Peace, bro.
Who has 2 points?
All right. For my first point is, if you brothers think that y'all going to these other races is gonna make anything better, y'all got it totally messed up. First of all,
Hey, bro.
No, I said that
Hey,
shit.
respectfully, bro. Hey, bro, this silk, bro. I'm cut you off. Cause first of all, you talking out of defense. Like you kind of sound like a girl, bro. Like I'm not even trying to really get at you. You kind of sound like a woman, bro.
all right.
Like,
Let me finish. Let me
no,
finish my point.
listen. No, you listen.
Guys,
Listen. Check me out,
let me hear.
bro.
I gotta rotate this. 3 more people want to talk. Go ahead, Mike.
All
Go
right.
ahead and say what you're gonna say, Mike.
All right. So y'all think y'all going to the other races? Y'all think y'all gonna make it better? Y'all got that's correct. It's not. The only time these other races deal with us is if we got a lot of money, unless it's really, really tall or extremely, extremely good looking. That's the only reason. Because for them to even deal with us, they got to sacrifice a whole lot just to deal with us. They got to sacrifice their families, their friends, their reputation. Because when they deal with us, they men in their community, their culture. Listen, man, their men in their communities and their culture look at them a certain type of way, and then they can't never go back to their men because once you go,
Is
quote
he talking
unquote,
about black women?
they can't come back.
You gotta
And
respect
hold on,
yourself, bro.
and my second point, my last point, and I'm gonna leave you with this.
No, you ain't gonna leave. You ain't gonna say all this and then dip. You gonna let everybody have they say back at you. Go ahead though.
Facts.
Don't you leave, Mike. Don't you leave, Mike.
And look, there is a difference as far as black women. There's definitely a difference. You got the quote unquote FBAs and you got the tether black woman. Usually this is true. Tariq Nasheed is right. Them women that you see on TikTok and Instagram talking that shit, those women that you see on divesting, it usually be them tether ass, African ass, you know what I'm talking about. Usually the FBA woman, the American black woman, usually be more. That's the only date. If it's a black woman, I only date American black woman. I can't really stand. I can't really stand the tether type. But it usually be it's true, you do got to delineate, you got to differentiate between those type of black women. So I think that has to be also inserted into the conversation. There is a difference as far as mentalities.
Mike, I honestly think Tariq would think you're a tether. He follows me on Twitter and I follow him. And I'm gonna ask him what he thinks about you, because Tariq is a good friend of mine. And I honestly think he would say that you are a simp and a tether. I'm being honest. You must not have seen his recent content. He would not agree with what you're saying right now. You're talking crazy. So to quote Tariq, that's funny because he would call you a tether. Okay.
How?
What's
How?
what's a
What do you mean
tether?
how?
How?
All the
So,
stuff you said. I'm gonna prove it to you.
you saying
Wait,
Can I
wait,
answer
wait,
that?
I'm not down?
Mike. I'm gonna want your
What is a
information, Mike, because
tether?
I'm gonna prove it to you. But wait, before
I,
you speak, I gotta rotate this. The
all right.
first prime. You got 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear. Come on, man, because I got all these people wanting to get
Oh,
on, and y'all, come on now, come
okay,
on.
I'm about to be quick. I just want to point out, and I also got a question for Big Sis and Mike. Mike, you kind of contradicted yourself again. You said these different races only go for us if we got money, but in your own story, you literally said you was with a white woman who was with you throughout all of that, while you didn't really have none of that. So
They
you
play the game
contradicted
here, Mike.
yourself again. And
No,
then
no. I
and
said three. I
and
said
hold on,
three
hold on, hold
different
on, hold on,
things.
hold on,
No,
hold on,
Mike,
hold on,
Mike,
hold
Mike.
on.
Look,
Let me
Mike, I'm gonna
finish.
kick you
I
off
didn't
again,
just
Mike.
say money.
Hold on, let me finish.
Run it
Go ahead,
back. You
Mike.
gotta
And then
run back the
hold
tape.
on. But that's what you said in your own take. So either way,
Go ahead,
it
man.
doesn't take away from what I said. But
Mike.
another thing that I also, but my question for Daphne is when he said black women don't really got no resources. As a black woman, what resources that you do not have that a white woman have? If that makes sense.
Well, I don't know what he's talking about because maybe that's the black women that he knows because we have resources. I think we have as black women, we have more resources than men. Like I told you, a woman that needs help will get help faster than a black man that needs
And
help.
there's a
I see.
reason. There's a reason. Definitely, there's a reason why. Because the white man gonna put up the woman over the man on
Hold
purpose.
on. First prime, was that your question? Did you have something else?
I just mainly wanted to go deep into that because that
Okay,
just
yeah,
don't
I'm
make
about to
no
get
sense.
crazy up in here.
Because that
And
just don't make no sense to
you
me.
know what I'm gonna
Because it's
do?
just
Hold
like,
on, guys. Guys, make sure you follow me on Twitter. It's CelebriD. I'm going to do part 2 on my Twitter space. I usually get about 7,000 people on my Twitter space. I'm gonna invite Tariq Nasheed, and I want you, Mike, to be there. Don't you run, Mike, because
I'm
I'm gonna
not
let
no
Tariq.
tether. I'm
I'm gonna
not no.
let he gonna
I'm
call
not
you
no
a
coon ass
tether, a
nigga though.
clever tether. Yes, he is. Okay.
What is a
So first
tether?
prime. Did you have
A
another
tether
question?
is
Because I
a
gotta
coon
rotate.
ass non FBA.
What you just say? What'd you say?
Huh?
A tether is someone who's a coon, but they not FBA.
Okay. First prime. Did you have
That's a
anything else?
tether.
okay, yeah,
How
I
am I,
got
how am
time.
I a coon,
One more.
Daphne?
Wait,
How am I a
Mike,
coon,
I didn't call
Daphne?
you that.
Hold on.
Mike, hold on, Mike. Mike, I'm not done
That's
with you,
what a
so hold
tether
on.
is, though.
Mike, because that's how you're acting.
Is Mike on the
Because
How
you're
am I acting
spectrum?
like
contradicting
a
yourself. One,
explain?
Jesus
Explain.
Christ.
you keep contradicting yourself like Tethers would. The first prime. Did you have another question, sir? So
Yeah.
I can move this along.
Just one more part, and it goes into what y'all said earlier. When he said that black women do hold down black men, I gotta agree with Daphne on that one because are they holding down niggas or black men?
Mm,
Because we all seen that black women they will stay with a dude that's in jail, and we all know that he's a bum. But if a dude got a 9 to 5, she say he ain't shit. I'd rather deal with a scammer and all. We already seen all this. So there's a difference for which black people they hold down. We
right?
can't just sit here and act like they holding them. We already know they hold down the wrong type of people, and then we get results like this.
Yep. And
And
I even
and
said
that's
in the beginning, and growing up, there was a difference between living and forgive me if this offends anyone, but growing up, you lived next to black people or you lived next to niggas. There was a difference. And if anybody knows what I'm talking about, then I'm glad we're on the same page. There was a
Facts.
difference. When I lived in the
Facts.
hood, I lived next to niggas. When I moved to a rich part of town, I
I
lived
live
next to
to
black
black
people.
people.
There was a
Mr.
whole different thing. So next, I want to go to Mr. Z. Mr.
Mr.
Z, 5 minutes go. Mr. Z, come on now. Mr. Z going once. Mr. Z going twice. Okay, I come back to you. Lawrence, you're on. Go ahead, Lawrence.
How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing blessed, sir. Go ahead.
So he contradicted himself twice because he mentioned a
Go.
key word to me, which is sacrifice. He said that, the others will sacrifice certain things to be with a black man. And the crazy thing about it is there is no sacrifice with certain black women unless you're on the other end sacrificing what you got going on. Feelings, time,
Can I be heard
emotions.
now?
Bro, you
Wait,
was just
hold on, guys. Was
My
that
apologies.
Mr. Z?
No, I'm gonna let him go. I just wanted to make sure I can be
Yep.
heard
Yeah,
clear.
yeah.
My
Thank
my
you, Mr.
apologies.
Z. Let him go.
Okay,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Lawrence.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to say, man, that it's a lot of black women who aren't out here for us. Period. Like real talk. The Twitter rhetoric is horrible. I don't know if anybody's seen lately where there's one young lady on there talking about, she feels like if she got impregnated with a black baby, male, she would abort. She would send it back to the sender. And like, man, that's disturbing when you hear these kind of things coming
Because you
across
listening
certain.
to divestors and
Who is
these
that
these
interrupting? Mike. Mike, I'm gonna say this one more time, Mike. I
Oh,
like you, Mike. I like you, and I'm trying to be cool with you, Mike. Please let these people talk. You've had your time, bro. We're gonna come back to you, Mike. I need you to hold it in, man. If you do this at home, I can see why y'all not married. You crazy, Mike.
man,
Mike, just hold on. Go
you
ahead,
more
Lawrence.
you more confrontational than crazy because it's
No, he
like,
crazy because the stuff he's saying is just it's not all there. You're talking about slaves, you're talking about this, that, you're talking about the hood, King Von, Chief Keef, on block. I'm confused. Go ahead, Lawrence.
He's probably
man,
both.
man, look, I'm just basically saying, bro, you can't sit here and say that we're looked after in certain lights and that like these other women don't take to us for who we are. And there's really no sacrifice because they make a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like everything you do is about choice. So these women are making a choice to be with that black man, but they also know what comes with being with that black man. And sometimes their sacrifice is worth what they get in the end. And I'm sorry, most black women are too impatient to
Mm,
let the process play
mm,
itself out. Now,
I
let me
agree.
be the first one to be honest. I got a great black queen at home who's allowed me to grow into who I am. But man, that took some trial and error because I gave a lot of time to people who just did not deserve it. And
Mm.
so you got to look at it for what it's worth, bro. Like they not for us. They
Okay,
not.
gotta keep it moving, y'all. Okay, I come back to you, Lawrence. Alex, you just joined. Alex, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me all right,
Alex,
Daphne?
what's today's date?
Today is the May 8th.
Okay, to make sure you weren't Mike's twin. Okay, go ahead, Alex.
Oh no.
Go
Quite
ahead,
the
Mike.
opposite, especially when you hear what I got to
You
say. All
came
right,
on
so
sounding like
Mike.
Mike a little bit. Okay, go ahead, sir.
So Mike, this one is directed to you. Obviously, it has to be, but there's a point that you made earlier that nobody's got with you yet, and I need you to clarify some things. You spoke earlier about intergenerational trauma, and this is going to be a lot of information. I need y'all to stick with me real quick. You spoke a lot about intergenerational trauma, which is essentially the theory that trauma is inherited because of a genetic change. You're talking about you brought up epigenetics, which is the study of the effects that the environment has on the behavior. You talked about how we are not black women don't trust us because we haven't protected them throughout the years since slavery, and that trauma was passed down. My question to you, sir, is this: your bias is showing because of what you think about black women and their trauma. Where is the grace for black men and the trauma that they inherited from slavery if epigenetics is your stance?
hello,
Yeah, can you hear me?
y'all can hear you.
Do you hear my question?
So you said so you basically said, where is the grace for black men if I have grace for black women?
Essentially,
First,
yeah.
okay, what does the Bible say? It says basically what it says. Come on, man.
No,
Come
no,
on,
no.
bro.
Let him
Stop.
go.
Come
Let him
on, man.
go. Let him go.
I'm trying to
Let
let
him
you
go.
go.
Go ahead, sir, because I'm gonna make sure you're right. Go ahead.
All right,
What does the Bible
basically,
say?
the Bible says it's God, Christ, the man, woman. So when God comes on this earth and he sees the state of first of all, God deals with the man. Okay, the Bible says his flock composes of men, right? So if we gonna answer for the state of our nation, of our people, Men, we gotta answer for that. There really is. I'm like, you can say I'm biased. Okay, cool, I'm biased, but there really is no room. We gotta come back to God first because we left God. That's why the state of our nation is the way it is. We gotta come back to our power, which is the Most High, and come back to Him and ask Him to bring us back to our rightful rulership on this earth. There's no reason why the white man should be doing this stuff to us. We should be ruling over us. We should be the rightful rulers of this earth, but we not.
Mike, let me
And we
stop.
got our woman ruling
Hold on.
over us.
Let me stop you.
And we
Hold
got
on.
listen,
Let him
listen,
finish. Let him
You're
finish.
talking. All right.
listen, and we got our woman and kids ruling over us at the same time. So we at the lowest right now. We at the bottom of the totem pole, and every man in this podcast StreamYard thing can agree with me. We at the bottom of the totem pole. How are we gonna change this? How are we gonna fix this? Us blaming the black woman is not gonna change it. We gotta change ourselves first. We gotta look inside of ourselves and see where we going wrong. Obviously, we're doing something wrong, and I'm gonna land with that.
Can I respond to that, please?
Yes,
You
you can.
crashed.
Go ahead.
Can I respond to that, please?
Yes, go ahead, Hustler.
This is the kind of thing that pisses me off. Always blame the black man. Everything is the black man's fault. The world's falling apart because of men. Bruh, women and men are guilty of this society falling apart. Both of us, men and women alike, got to get our shit together, man. You can't put all the blame on just one gender. It's both of our faults, for God's sakes. Why is it always on the men? Jeez.
And
then on
since you
top of
quoting
that,
the Bible, do you know what the Bible says about having sex before marriage? Since you on the Bible, what does it say about that, Mike?
Sex is
It's
marriage in the
fornication.
Bible. According to the Bible,
Hold
sex
on.
is
Let Mike
marriage.
answer. What does it say, Mike?
According to the Bible, sex is marriage. How we know that when Jacob went.
No, Mike. I'm not telling
Hold
you to
on.
tell me about Jacob. I'm talking about Mike and the woman he's with. I'm sure you guys are fornicating. That's why you're not
No,
even married.
no, because
So
listen, because
y'all not having no
modern
sex.
definitely
Y'all
no
not having
Been
sex
there,
before
done
modern day
that.
marriage.
marriage. Listen,
No,
modern
you
day
listen.
marriage.
No, Mike, you listen. I asked you a question. Are you and your woman having sex? Yes or no? Yes. You're fornicating. You won't
Listen.
quote the
Modern day
Bible.
marriage, getting a
Miss
marriage
Daphne, can I make
certificate is
my
not the
intro,
Answer the
please?
same.
question, dog. Come
What?
on, man.
Miss Daphne, can I make my intro, please?
Who's that talking?
Mr. Z.
Oh yeah, Mr. Z. I'm so sorry. I forgot about you. I'm sorry, Mr. Z. Go ahead
My
and talk, man.
apologies.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
My apologies. Now that we're no longer on the short bus. Okay. So and thank you for
And
having me up.
homonyms,
I'm
and
definitely
homonyms, and
yeah.
homonyms.
Mr. Oh yeah, I do. I break all the logical fallacy rules. You're right. Yeah. So and thank you for having me up to the
You're
subject
welcome.
matter. And you know, and we see this debate happening right here. There's this idea that regardless of what black women do, their behavior, their comportment, that black men are still obligated to put up the guardrails, right? Think of bowling. We're supposed to put up the guardrails regardless of what black women do. And black women are trying their hardest to break those guardrails, and they are breaking them. As a matter of fact, those guardrails are broken. And if you listen to Mike speak, there's this idea that black men are supposed to still provide black women with this sense of security, regardless of what black women say or do, as if black women don't have any agency.
That is
Black
not my
women have
argument.
clearly, could have fooled me. Regardless of what we have seen over the past 60 years, give or take 6 decades, there's this idea that comes from a lot of black men, and it's their own, I would argue, lack of manhood that causes them to believe that you have to save a group of people that are telling you they're going to jump off the edge of the cliff because they're angry and spiteful that they're not white women. Most of this
Black
comes down to black women's anger and jealousy and resentment
black women
for
aren't the
not
problem.
being white. Brother, why are you interrupting me?
Facts.
Thank you. Most of this comes down to a anger and a jealousy of not really just white women. It's really, and for those of you, Daphne, I also have my own channel. Shout out to the Roger Report. And many people know this is like the trope on my channel. Most of this comes down to black women's general jealousy of upper middle class and above white women. Now, you can see that, and let's tie that right back in to that NFL draft when we see the NBA draft and you see these brothers and they often have white women or non-black women attached to them. First, we already know that the majority of these dudes still marry black women. the majority, by 80 some odd percent of black men that earn over $100,000 a year. I think the most recent number says 79, so let's say 80. 80% of black men that earn $100,000 a year or more are still married to black women. The problem that we have here is that these men represent a lifestyle, and black women, as has been said before on this channel, black women are jealous of seeing these individual black men with these white women. They don't care what that brother had to do. They do not care who that white woman is, whether she is a legit gold digger or not, or whether she was with him studying, as you said earlier, Daphne, and as the Raj report said earlier. It doesn't matter. It's that she, in their mind, she's winning. She gets the one that gets to drive in the be in the passenger seat of the Bentley. She gets to be in the McMansion or in the mansion. She gets to be on the bus with her man. She gets to live that life. That's what they're seeing. It doesn't matter who he is or who she is. And we really have to grapple with the mic of the world, right? With their jumping from pseudo intellectual theory about whatever Bible theories that are not put in proper context. No, black women have decided collectively to give black the middle finger. Then they have to eat those consequences, and sometimes those consequences look like seeing rich, influential, and powerful black men with non-black women, and no, black men can't do the same because white men said they can't. If black men were the issue, then white men would be like, "Ooh, black men are messing up. Let me go get her." Latino men would be like, "Ooh, black men are messing up. Let me go get her." And that's not what's happening. I'm down here in South Florida. Daphne, if I'm not mistaken, you're in the Chicagoland area, right?
Correct.
Do you see white men and Latino men chasing after black women left and right?
No, I don't.
Me neither, down here in South Florida.
I wonder why.
So if black men are the issue, right, then why aren't the white NFL players snatching up black women left and right?
Because white men are also labeled as a status. So when black men get money, they want to get what's the first? Look at Byron Allen. He's a billionaire, and he look at his wife. It's a blonde hair, white. That blonde hair, white hair.
So
white,
you didn't hear anything I
hair,
just said,
eyes.
Mike. Mike, so you're telling me I'm gonna overtalk you, bro. So you trying to tell me, Mike, you didn't hear anything I just said?
I heard. No, I heard
black
you.
men that earn $100,000 a year or more marry black women at over 80%. For the black men that are married that earn over $100,000 at 80%, they're married to black women. Now go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Okay, but we're talking about the super. They to get
so
into
you're
the
saying
white
this is
circles.
lifestyle.
Look,
this is not about love or even stability.
If you want to get into those white circles of industry and of influence, getting you a white woman is going to help you get there. Okay, it's going to help you get there. I don't like it. I don't like it myself, but yes, it's going to help you get into the. Byron Allen had to fight with he had to fight with Comcast to buy I think it was BET, and they X'd him out of that conversation. You think him getting a white woman wasn't part of the chessboard moves of him trying to get into white society?
No.
Mike, let me ask you a question.
No.
You said you've been with your black girlfriend. You said you've been with her for a year, and you said that you can't marry her because she makes more money than you right now, and you want to get the status, the $100,000 in the bank and all this. How long do you think that'll take you, Mike? You said you're 34 years old. That's what you said. How long do you think it'll take before you're making six figures? And please be honest. Don't lie to me. How long?
By next year, I'm gonna work 2 jobs.
Okay, hold on. So hold on.
Look,
You just said you
I
had
got
a
out.
union.
Look at my
Guys,
story.
let me finish. Wait.
Listen to my story.
Wait. You just said you got into this union job. So now you're gonna work 2 jobs, and you're saying that in a year you're gonna be making 6 figures. What 2 jobs would that be that'll give you 6 figures?
Listen. I got out.
No. I don't want to
2 years
listen.
ago.
I need you to answer. Answer my question. What 2 jobs will help you get 100,000 in a year?
I'm gonna have 2 union jobs. What
would be those 2 union jobs?
Huh?
What jobs? What industry? You can tell us the industry.
Oh, okay. Local 130. and I'm
No,
in the
no,
still.
no. The industry. Are you working in education? Are you working in,
Oh, I'm sorry.
maintenance? Come on.
Construction and manufacturing.
Okay,
But
so right now you only have one job. So what's your guarantee you'll get that second job to amass that amount of money, sir?
say it again.
I said you right now have one job. How do you know if
Right.
you're going to get that second job to make that much money? How do you know if you don't have it yet?
Because I have faith in God and connections, and
Oh boy.
I
Well,
have
if you
faith in
hold
God.
on,
And
hold
God.
on. If you have faith in God, you would have married your girlfriend already, sir. You can't keep
Yikes.
bringing God into it when God says you're supposed to be married. The Bible doesn't say you need to have
No, because
$100,000.
so
Hold
hold
on,
on, hold on, hold on. So
hold on.
they
No,
had
no, no.
married.
Let me
They
finish.
had marriage
Let me
licenses back
finish.
then.
Hold on. This is CelebriD podcast, not
They
Mike.
had they had
Hold
marriage
on.
licenses back
Hold
in
on,
Moses' time.
Mike. What I'm trying to explain to you, you keep bringing up God, but I didn't see what part of the verses in the Bible does it say you have to have a big bank account before you get married?
It's called a
You can't
dowry.
keep quoting him if you're not going to
It's called
live
a
by it.
dowry.
That's the
It's
point.
called a
You can't
dowry.
serve two masters, Mike. Mike,
It's called
your problem is you
Daphne.
got
Is
on
called
here
a
thinking that
dowry.
Mike.
A dowry.
Mike, you got on here thinking that you were going your responses were going to eat, and they're not. They're not doing
A
well.
dowry.
Nobody
What's a
believes what you're
dowry?
saying, bro.
Miss
No,
Daphne,
yeah.
two
Daphne,
things
what's a
that Mike
dowry?
said. But Mike, dowry is from the woman to the man. Okay.
No,
I don't know
in the
what type of
Bible,
short, but yeah. First,
you
secondly,
got to read the
secondly,
Bible. Reading is
Mister,
fundamental, sir.
I know you ain't talking about
Bruh,
reading, bro. I know you ain't talking about reading.
bruh.
The
You sound like
Bible
you got mashed
says you
potatoes
got to
stuck down
give,
your
you
throat.
got to up
Anyway,
that money for a woman.
Miss
That's
Okay,
what it
hold on.
says.
So
Stop. Mike, the Bible doesn't say you have to up the money for a woman. What
Yes,
verse
it
is that?
does.
What
No,
verse
it
is no
doesn't.
guys, please stop. Stop over talking.
Says who?
Mike, what verse is that?
It's in Deuteronomy, I think
No,
22.
bro, you playing games right now. The Bible
I'm not
doesn't say
playing
nothing
games.
about
I'm
upping
dead
the money
ass
for a
serious.
woman.
I'm dead
Bro,
ass
this
serious.
you
nigga
are
slow as
tripping right
hell.
now. Mike,
It's 15 shekels of silver. You got to
okay,
run the
Mike, you
father. You
are
got to give
tripping
the
right
father
now.
15 shekels to marry his daughter.
Mike, can I ask you a question? You said
Uh-huh.
are you sure? Are you sure you okay over there?
I'm 100% sure. I'm sober. I don't drink. I don't
Oh, bro.
smoke.
You said you were
Mi-
sober,
mi-
which leads me to think that you usually drink, and I think you're drunk because you're saying
I'm
things
not
that don't
drunk.
make sense,
I don't.
bro.
I said I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't smoke weed. I
That's
don't
what people
drink
say.
nothing.
That's what people say, but I don't. And you said you were 34, and you said a whole bunch of stuff that's contradicting. So, excuse me
Like
if I'm
what?
asking you other questions,
mi-
bro. You're not
Miss
making any sense. You've been quoting the Bible, but then you're saying things that are not in the Bible. Mike, I honestly think
Like
you need some
what? Like
guidance.
what? Like what's not in the Bible? What are you talking about?
You're
What am
over
I
here
saying?
making up verses that don't exist. It says nothing about upping your money for a woman, bro. Then you're saying
Yes, it.
shekels. Stop playing. This ain't a joke.
That's the term in ancient Israel for
I know
money,
that's the
shekels.
term in the Bible, but it says
Okay,
nothing about upping your money for a woman. I asked you for
come
the
on.
specific
That's
verse.
slang term. Daphne, come on. You're not that stupid. That's slang term for
Hold
now.
on. What you mean I'm not that stupid? You don't. Oh, okay. Hold on, Mike. Now,
You
Mike.
giving them too
I
many
didn't call you any
chances.
name. Mike. You about to. Okay. You about to get it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't call me stupid when you've been on here talking stupid all night. At the end of the day, I'm married. You the one over here making up every excuse in the book not to be married. Then you're quoting
oh
God
my
when the Bible
god.
says you're supposed to be married. So don't sit there and go halfway and not all the way. If you're gonna
But
quote the Bible,
Daphne,
you better be living the Bible. You're not.
Daphne,
So
the Bible
stop.
says if
And don't
you
call
got
me
to give.
stupid.
Daphne,
Mi-
you
mi-
know
Miss
this.
Daphne,
You read the Bible too,
move
right?
on so that we don't have people
Okay.
monopolize the time?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Q.
Q.
You know,
See, now you're stupid. His name is Mr. Z.
Mrs.
thank
Z,
you,
I'm sorry.
Daphne.
I knew
Yeah,
it
talking
was.
about Q.
I'm sorry. I
This is
thought it
not
was a letter.
Juice. Yeah, you must be watching the movie Juice. You need to relax. Go ahead, Mr. Z. Talk
Thank
Sorry,
about
you,
Z.
Miss
Q.
My
Daphne.
The
bad, Z.
letters are
So
wrong. He drunk. Either drunk or high. One or the other.
Um,
another thing that was said. So Mr. Z does have two union jobs, and I don't make six figures.
Thank you for
I
your
don't know
honesty,
with
sir.
where
with
you
this
from? Where are
obsession
you in
with.
Chicago? You
Uh,
can do that though.
No, you can't. What
Yes, you
jobs?
can.
Because bro, you know I'm here, right? Don't play with me, Mike. Mike, don't play with me because you
A
know I live
journeyman
here,
makes
right?
$50 an hour. Definitely, you know this.
Okay. What job are you working right now that makes $50 an hour? My husband's a
I'm
chief engineer, so don't play with me, bruh. And he's in the
right. He's in
union.
the
Don't
union.
play with me, bruh. I know all
He's
about
in
the
the
union. I know you're
he,
lying right now. You're
is
capping.
he in the union?
He is in the union.
Okay, is he a journeyman?
What do you mean? I don't need to tell you all that. Just know that my husband, he's making what you said with one job.
Right, he
So
making
I'm
fifty
asking
dollars an
you,
hour. He
what
making
two
$100,000
jobs?
a year.
Okay,
I
but
know he making that.
my husband grinded for this type of position. He didn't
Right,
just
take you
wake up and
five
start making
years.
the six figures.
It
You're
takes
not
five
gonna
years
make
to do
six
that.
figures. Mike. What 2 jobs are you gonna do right now that's gonna give you 6 figures a year?
Okay,
You
okay.
said
Listen,
what you
I'm a still worker. I'm making right now. I don't want to tell you. I'm in the high 20s, and then listen. If I when I get it apply for the local 130. Hold
uh-huh.
on. When I do that's gonna be off the jump. That's beginning 20. I think that's 25. So
Right.
together, that's $100,000 a year.
Okay.
Correction.
But you're saying $100,000 a year. Are you taking out taxes?
Nope.
No, you're not. So you're not
Plus
going to be making
overtime. Plus you got to
$100,000
add
a year,
overtime.
sir. You're
Plus,
not. The
plus you
more you
got.
make, the more they take. You know how I go out here in Illinois. The
Okay,
state
listen,
taxes is high. What are
Daphne,
you talking about, bro?
you gotta remember it's Saturdays. They work Saturdays every Saturday, so you got to add overtime too.
So you're telling me you're going to work 2 jobs and work overtime. You'd never see your girlfriend, bro. You over here capping. Ain't no
When
way.
when do you
Ain't no
sleep?
way. My husband's a union worker. He's a chief, and he works a lot of hours with 1 job. Ain't no way you're gonna be able to manage 2 like that, bro. And you're
He
not gonna
don't
make
know,
a
Miss
hundred thousand
Daphne.
dollars. You over here fronting right now. You ain't
No,
got to
I'm
front
Miss
not.
to
Cause
us. No, you listen,
No,
listen.
Mike,
look. I already looked
Mike,
at it.
Mike, listen to Daphne. I work 70 hours a week regular. People on my channel have heard me say, "Oh, I'm Mr. Z about to hit that 97. We might touch 100. I haven't touched it yet. Got close twice, right?"
Where you
Daphne is
from?
telling the
Where you
truth,
from?
bro.
That's
I'm from
that. You're
South
not in
Florida, bro.
Chicago.
Are
You're
you,
not a big
bro?
city though.
It
Oh
doesn't
my,
matter, Mike.
Miss Daphne, is it me, Miss Daphne? Is it me? Is it me? This is
I
what
think
I'm
it's
saying.
you.
Like,
I think
uh,
it's because he thinks you're Q and not Z. But go ahead.
yeah, but maybe it's me because, like, bro, bro, are you being obtuse right now? Do you not understand points, or
I
this is
understand.
just how you
Go
reason?
ahead, Z.
Wait,
Go
you know
ahead,
what?
Z.
You know what? I just got you on something else. Okay, let me ask you this, Mike. With your 1 job, if
Oh
you don't
my
mind us
God.
asking, how much do you
Uh-huh.
make a year, bro? With your 1 job?
Okay, I'm not gonna
No,
tell
don't
you
say
exactly.
okay. I
Listen,
just need you to answer. Mike,
I'm
every
not gonna
time
tell
I
you
ask you a
Mike,
exact.
question, you
answer
Look,
give
the
I'm
us a
not gonna tell you
rundown.
questions, bruh.
exactly. I'm gonna
How
tell
much
you. I
money do you
make.
make?
If you look at the median income
I
for
don't care about the
Americans,
median income,
that's
Mike.
what I
How much
make.
money do you make at McDonald's?
I make the median income. The median, not the average,
Mike,
the median
how
of
much money? Okay,
Americans.
can you give us a round ballpark? Do you make 50,000 a year?
Anywhere low ball 50, high ball 60.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's say you make 50,000 a year. You said that your girlfriend makes more than you. So
Yeah,
that would
she make
mean
a lot
together
more.
y'all make 100 stacks. Why aren't you married, bro? You just contradicted yourself, bro. I should kick you off this panel.
And Miss Daphne, he doesn't make
You
50.
tripping.
That's not
You
the
tripping.
median. That's
You
not the
lied.
median.
You
Listen.
lied.
The
I said
median is
I
Together
not
have
y'all
to
50.
make
make.
6 figures, right? You said she
Definitely.
makes way more
I
than you.
said I'm not contradicting. I said I have to make $100,000 a
Oh
year.
wow.
Over a
Okay, so
hundred
now you're
thousand.
making excuses, Mike.
No,
You
I'm
don't want to
not.
marry that woman, bro. If
Oh yeah,
y'all
I
you ain't
making
never
do.
getting
hundred
married
What are you
then.
thousand,
talking
wait,
about?
guys, wait, Mike. If you're making $100,000 collectively and y'all ain't got no kids, you're making excuses. You're making excuses. That's what you're doing. Because together y'all make 6 figures. When you get married, y'all gonna be one
Oh,
soul anyway. So why does it matter now? You're not gonna
because
get 2 jobs in
it
Chicago,
just
bro, and work 2
does.
labor
And for
jobs.
some,
You're
look,
lying,
for some
Mike.
people
You're
it
lying,
matters. For
Mike. You
some
ain't gotta
people,
impress me, bro.
for
I
some
live
people,
here. I
look,
live
for
here, and I
some
know you
people,
capping right now.
no,
And I
I'm
bet you
not
if you told me
capping.
your
Look,
union, I can find it out. You're
for,
capping. Don't cap for me.
okay, oh
I
yeah,
live
go
here.
ahead. I can't find out which union I am. Go ahead, go find that out.
You over here lying. That's why.
Go,
People that
go ahead.
work in
I'm
the
not
union,
lying.
they
Go
know
ahead,
you're
look it
lying.
up. Look
Bro,
it up.
oh,
I'll
you
give
know
you
what?
my
Let me ask
full.
you this, Mike. Let me ask you this.
I'll give you
Mike, do
my
you have
full
any
last
education?
name.
Mike, you
Huh?
said you work for the steel mill, right? Steel?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any education?
What'd you say?
Do you have any education?
All I have is a high school diploma. I don't have
And you're
college.
telling me you're gonna go into 2 jobs making 6 figures with no kind of education, no kind of
Two jobs
certification,
together,
no nothing.
together. There, it's gonna come up to over at least $100,000 together.
So both of
Yes.
these jobs that you're
You
working
don't
at,
need an
all you need is a
education.
high school diploma.
Yeah. All
Anybody
you
in
need
the
is a high
steel
school.
mill, is that true? That
Yeah.
don't
All you need is
sound
a high
right to
school
me.
diploma. Yes. All you need is a high school diploma to be in a union. You don't need no college
You ain't
education.
making those 6 figures,
You
bro. That's all I'm telling
you
you. I
getting
think
it
it's a
through in
great
trade school.
what you're doing right now. You're not gonna make 6 figures. You're over here fronting. You're not gonna work 2 full jobs and overtime just to impress. Bro, you're tripping right now. It won't
Listen,
work.
look,
You're
I work.
crash. You're
Look. On
crash.
the steel mill, listen. On the steel mill, I'm gonna do second shift, and on the plumbers union is gonna be the first shift. So from 7 to 3, that's my time, and then from 4 to
You're lying.
11,
You're
I
lying.
get off.
From 4 to
That's about.
you're over here thinking of a lie. You're lying, bro. And you
No,
just said
I'm
you're
not.
gonna do that shift. Are you working or you're not working? Because if you were working
I'm.
already, you would have said, I'm
I
already
said,
doing these
listen. I
shifts.
said I'm gonna work I'm gonna be for the local plumbers, local 130. I do the second shift right now at the steel
That's
mill.
not what you just said. You said you're going to do the second shift at the steel mill job, meaning that you haven't done it yet. So that means you're not
No,
working yet. You keep
listen.
contradicting
No,
yourself,
y'all
Mike.
not listen. You're not listening to what
You're
I'm
not speaking
saying.
right. You're not speaking. Maybe you needed to get some education because you're scaring us.
Miss
No,
Daphne.
I said,
Say
listen.
something. Can
Listen,
I
I
say
said
something real quick, Miss
I
Daphne?
worked the second shift at the steel mill. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's not
That's
how
what I
you
do right
said it.
now.
I like to listen.
I'm gonna add the local 130. I'm gonna add the local 130 when
That's
it's
if
ready.
they hire you, Mike. So let me ask you a question. What
I
if
know
you
I'm gonna get
just okay,
hired.
wait, Mike. What if you don't get that second job? Then what happens?
There is no I won't. This I will because
You're
I'm
saying
gonna
I know
get
you
the
have
second
faith
job.
in God, but there's some times where He doesn't want you to have two jobs. So what if they tell you not right now? What is Mike's next option? You're gonna wait what 5, 6, 7 years to marry your
No,
girlfriend?
I'm gonna do something else. What are you talking
Like
about?
what? McDonald's?
See,
Like
now
what?
you insulting me now.
No, I'm not.
See,
McDonald's is
yes, you
hiring in
is.
Chicago.
How you gonna say McDonald's? I'm gonna do
McDonald's,
something
you
else.
said
It's
you
gonna be
want
better
two
than
jobs.
McDonald's though.
You
Huh?
said you wanted two jobs. You didn't say what kind of jobs, bro. So don't get mad at me for throwing things out there for you because I know you're not being honest.
It's
If
not
you
gonna be
truly,
McDonald's. I can tell
if
you
you,
that.
Mike, if you truly love that woman, you would have already married her, bro. You're making up every excuse in a book. When you've heard half the panel that is married tell you they didn't have to do all the stuff that you're doing. If she loved you, she wouldn't even have you work two jobs. You'd never see her. So let me ask you this. What happens if you did work two jobs and you're making that six figures? Now you're married and you're not giving her no attention. Then she goes and mess with Big D the plumber. See what I'm saying? So
I'm
you're
already
setting your
the
own self
plumber. What are you
up for
talking about?
failure. You're gonna have to keep that job to keep her happy, bro. You're gonna crash and burn. I've seen it. I help men every day, and what you're doing is not the right way. And if
Miss
she
Miss
loves you, she'll care about your mental health, bro. You're
Miss
tripping right now.
Daphne. Miss
You're
Daphne, can
tripping,
I
Mike.
speak?
Mike, you're
Can I say
tripping.
something? Miss
Yeah,
Daphne, can I say something?
yeah.
I just wanted to speak on what you were just saying a minute ago. I worked. I was in the union job. Actually, my company
Crazy.
is going now, but I was with the Teamsters. And but what you was talking about, I've seen that happen. As far as I knew a man that was that I worked with. We was both for the same truck driving company, and he
Mm-hmm.
was working. He was killing himself trying to drive 500 miles a day. And 500 miles a day is a lot. And but he was doing that to keep his wife happy. And his wife was taking the money, going on vacations with her girlfriends, gambling and everything. And of course, he was a simp, unfortunately. And the man ended up having a heart attack, trying to keep up, work, he couldn't work nothing less than 500 miles a day. And he ended up, having a heart attack and end up, not being able to work. No, a stroke. I'm sorry. It was a stroke. Not being able to work. Unfortunately, his wife left him. And that was that. To add to the question, to add to what you were saying earlier, with about a lot of women holding down the men, these dudes just out in the streets and everything. Well, it's a simple answer to that. A lot of these women do that because they want to be in control of the relationship. They know a man that really, whether he got felonies on his record or not, he doesn't hold any power over them. They don't have to follow his authority, anything like that, because he has none. If he's in her house, if let's say he's on probation, on parole, I can call your parole officer, whatever, get you locked back up, or you just can't tell me anything. You can't tell me nothing what to do because you're a felon. You can't get anything in your name. You're completely dependent on me. It's a role reversal relationship. And that's exactly how a lot of these women want it versus dealing with a brother who has his own house, has his own things going on, because they'll have to follow underneath him, and they don't want that.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. Okay, guys, wait.
Hey brother,
Can y'all
it's
mute?
funny that you say
Guys,
that.
can y'all please mute? I keep hearing myself. Mute, mute, mute. Okay, hold on. I need to see who just came on that hasn't spoken yet. Wait. Okay, wait. That's everybody. It looks like the Roger Report came back, and I know that means he has something important to say. Roger Report, you have the floor, sir.
I
Roger
didn't get to
Report.
hear. Yeah, you hear me now? You hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get to hear everything that was being said while I was away, but I came back and I heard I heard this part of the conversation about having two jobs. Bro, do you understand the discipline you have to keep two jobs where you actually work 8 hours? The lack of sleep alone, doing that on a regular basis, And you talking about doing that with a woman that you're not even married to yet. I don't even understand why you want to do that for a woman that you're not even married to yet. You don't love her enough to marry, but you'll get 2 jobs and make her happy.
Look,
Sounds
Roger.
no, I'm just
Roger.
saying, bro. This is just a perspective, bro.
Let me
It
talk to you,
sounds,
Roger.
bro. I told you I'm gonna let you come to my show. I'm gonna have a whole conversation with you if you're
Yeah.
willing to do it.
Take
I'm
the
gonna,
Look, let me explain this
let's
to
be
you.
frank.
no, brother, just hit me out. Just hit me out, brother. I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. I'm just telling you as a brother. Bro, to keep 2 full-time jobs and actually work 16 hours a day, especially if there's an hour in between both of those jobs, that is extremely tiresome, period.
I know. I ordered that. I ordered that because I got out and she helped me fund my record.
Mike, wait, guys, I'm hearing an echo. What is going on?
I
I
don't
keep
know.
hearing myself. I don't know who.
That's probably Mike. You said because he was talking. That's probably him. But my thing is this, bro. Okay, you may really feel like you love this woman and you owe her. You don't. Because if she loved you like that you should feel like you owe her, she would have already married you, bro. The whole thing is she ain't willing to give up and put her finances on the line for you.
She did. She did though.
No, brother. I'm not gonna say anything about your personal relationship, but I'm gonna say something about what happens normally when a woman deals with a man who don't has what she has. She never puts that man in a better position. When he leaves her, he is in the exact same spot or even worse. That's normally how it goes.
I got out 2 years ago. I was in a halfway house.
Bro,
She got me
I'm
out.
so defensive, bro.
She funds my record.
Mike,
I wouldn't even had a job if it wasn't for her.
Mike,
Okay,
you're just another compromised man. Black women love compromised men.
Wait, Roger.
Men,
Mike, are you
See,
playing
now
this
you
on a
throwing
different
insults,
device?
bro.
No, I'm not insulting you, brother.
You throwing insults, bro.
No, listen to me. This is
I
not.
didn't insult you.
No, brother. I'm trying to explain. This is not an insult. Black women love compromised men. A compromised man is a man that's in a position where she can exact some level of control because there's some threat to you. That's
Then
what
why would she help me get this job then?
Hear what I'm saying. A compromised man is also like a man who's married, and because she's a side chick, he's in a compromised position to her because she can tell on his wife. Okay, there's a lot of different things. Because she wants she wants to control you and make you feel like she ain't a man without her, which is actually working based on what you're saying. Because you saying you owe her. She ain't put her finances up because she loved you like that. You're not married to her now. She got all the money it takes to get the job done because she don't like you like that.
That's not true, bro.
No,
I don't
bro.
believe that.
You think I'm trying to insult you, and I'm not. I'm trying to tell
You
you
are
something.
insulting. I don't believe that shit.
You said your woman got it.
Roger, hold on. Mike, every time you speak, man, there's an echo, and it's bothering me. Are you playing this on another device? Because it wasn't like that at first. Every time you speak,
It's on my TV.
Okay, please turn your TV down because we can hear it on both ends, and it's annoying. Please.
Is it better now?
Yes, it is. Well, no, wait, Nope. I can hear me.
Still there.
Just turn off the TV, brother.
Turn the TV
I
off.
just did.
His girlfriend's probably watching. Talking about I want to see this on big screen.
Mike, look, brother, I am not trying to insult you. I get no benefit from making you look bad. What I'm trying to tell you is, if a woman loves you like that, you
She would never got my record expunged.
Bro, let her talk, bro.
Listen to what I'm saying. All you trying to do is tell me something that don't matter. Okay, and I know it don't matter already. Okay, just listen to what I'm saying so you have a different perspective, brother. I'm not saying you're a terrible person. I'm just trying to tell you what women do. Okay, a lot of women do this. Your girl ain't the first one. She ain't gonna be the last one, brother. A lot of women look to do something for a man to make that man feel indebted to her. She didn't take a risk for you yet. She has taken zero risk for you. You said your girl got it. I accept that your girl got it. If your girl got it like that and she loves you like that, she's going to take a risk for you. That's what marriage is about, taking a risk with a person that you plan on spending your life with, to actually try to use a person properly and not misuse a person. You are talking about doing 2 jobs You know what I'm saying? To give this woman what she believes she needs to have, because it ain't even about you, brother. You a man. Men don't ask for much. We don't require that much. If it wasn't for women, we all live in studio apartments, and that's just real talk. But because we like women, we buy homes, we get nice apartments, we do all kinds of stuff because we want a woman to feel comfortable. You ain't getting that. Ain't no guy got no 1-bedroom apartments for his own comfort. He do that for women. Point blank, period. So, brother,
Exactly.
at the end of the day, if your girl loves you like that, then let her prove it. Go on, get married. See if she's willing to put her finances on the line, because she knows if she get married and she better off than you. If this don't go right and y'all get divorced, now she owe you. She don't want to be in that position, brother. I'm not telling you your girl
Look,
trash. I'm just telling you what it look like.
Hey, Mike,
Bro,
you got to
it
close
don't
that
make no
other tab.
difference.
Yeah, Mike.
I was
please
homeless
turn
before I met
that
her.
TV off. Mike, I know you said you were
Echo.
homeless, but please turn that TV off, Mike.
No, he got a
It's
tab.
on.
You got
Mike,
close that other tab on your phone.
I'm about to kick him off because. Oh my goodness.
Mike, just stop what you're doing with the echo and just listen, brother. If your woman is all that, bro, I'm finna tell you, I want you to remove your ego from the situation, because I'm not trying to say this to hurt you. If your woman got it like the way you say she got it, why she take a nigga like you instead of somebody else?
That's real.
I'm just saying, bro. Just think about that. Think about that. This is not trying to insult you. You said you were in a bad place. A lot of men have been in a bad place before. But why does she take you instead of
I'm
somebody
giving you
else?
too much details, but since y'all talking about I'm lying,
No, brother, I'm not saying you lying. Just answer this question for yourself. Why did she take you instead of somebody else who's just farther along already?
because I look good. I'm just kidding.
No, Mike, we're not playing. Mike, please turn your echo, man. I hear
still
Mike.
got that echo going.
All right, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Leave and
Please
come back
don't.
to your girlfriend and let you talk. I still wait. I can still hear it. Roger, is that you?
I'll dip out for a second and I'm gonna turn my phone off and on. Maybe that's me, but I'm gonna say this real quick. Y'all remind them of the question, just in case I'm not here. Remind them of the question. Make him actually take a thought about it.
Ask him that question. Leave and come back, Roger.
All right, cool.
You asking that question.
No problem.
Hold on. Okay, Roger will come back. Okay,
Can
now
I
I
say
don't give an
something,
echo.
Miss?
So
Can I
y'all
say
look.
something, Miss Daphne?
I want to let y'all know we are doing part 2 on my Twitter space, because I think I'm going to invite Tariq Nasheed and a whole bunch of FBA people. I'm going to invite them on this space. My last Twitter space, we had 5,000 people join. So if you guys want to be a part of part 2 of this discussion, I'm taking it over to Twitter space tomorrow. I think it'll be wonderful, because then we can hear Tariq Nasheed, answer these questions that this man just said he had. So hold on. Let me see if Mike is back. Mike, can you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. So, Mike, you're worrying us, man. I just hope that you got something out
Not
of
me.
what Roger said. You shouldn't be trying to work 2 jobs, bro. If she loved you, she wouldn't make you do that. That's all we trying to say, man. We're not trying to insult you, but Mike, you have a lot of work you have to do, man. And I'm in Illinois, so if you're really trying to progress and do better, I can help you. But you're gonna have to first acknowledge that you need the help and stop playing. Is somebody watching the game? Is somebody watching the game? Is that you, Mike?
He playing right
No,
now.
my TV's off.
Okay, who's watching the game? Because okay, hold on. Let me see who this is. Somebody watching the game. I know basketball. So, Mike, what we're trying to tell you, though, man, is like, look, if you love your woman, marry her. Nothing should hold you back from marrying her. You guys are both working and you don't have any kids. You guys are in the best position right now to do that. And you don't need a big wedding to do it. If you truly love that woman, make it official. Why waste time? You don't need all that extra stuff. All that can come afterwards. But look, that shouldn't hinder you from marrying her if she was there for you when you were homeless and in a halfway house. That's all we're saying.
Miss Daphne.
Right, but look, I'm just
finish.
not ready. I'm just not ready right now.
You're not ready right now. See, now we're getting to the root. Why aren't you ready right now, sir?
I don't know. I just can't pull the trigger right now. Right now, okay. I gotta make more money. I gotta have a lot more money. That's how I see the picture. That's how I see things, man. I can't do it like this. I can't do it I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have a lot more what I have right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, excuse me for sounding like a mother effing simp. excuse me for sounding weak, like all the comments y'all talking about. Excuse me for looking like a beta male, whatever y'all want to say. But that's how I see it. I gotta go. That's how I don't care if it lasts for 2-3 years. I'll marry someone else. I really don't care. She could take everything I really don't care.
Okay, so
That's just
now,
how I
now,
see it.
Oh hell no,
okay, so
Can
now
I?
you're changing
Are
tone,
you
Mike.
serious,
Hold on,
dog?
guys,
Come
guys,
on,
hold on,
man.
bro, you tripping, bro?
guys,
You
hold
tripping?
on. Mike, when you first got onto this show hours ago, you clearly said you didn't want to marry her yet because you're not financially there. You want 100,000 in the bank, you want a house and a mortgage, you want all these things. Now you're saying you're not ready to pull the trigger. Now you're saying you don't care if y'all are together 3 more years and she don't want to marry you, she can go and take it all. Mike, you're changing. That's why I said you're
How
not
am
all
I
in.
changing?
You
I'm
just
saying
changed
that
what you said.
I need a lot more money. I'm not ready right now. That's not changing. How am I changing?
Mike, because initially you didn't say nothing about I'm not ready to pull the trigger. I'm just not ready. That's what you said at first, and that's the true answer. You're not ready. It has nothing to do with finances, bro. You're
It
just not
does.
ready.
That's
You don't want to marry her.
yes.
You just,
I'm not ready because my
Mike,
finances not
Mike.
ready.
You said the woman was there for you when you were homeless. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
And she was there for you when you were in a halfway house.
Yes.
So,
When they
Mike,
sent
she
me
was
to a
there for you
halfway
when the
house.
chips were down, bro. That's somebody
Yes.
you marry. If that was true, you would have married her already. What are you waiting for? The woman was there for you when you were homeless.
We just repeating ourselves.
That's the lowest you can go, Mike. Mike, listen, man. I think there's hope for you, man. And you live in Illinois. I think, man, you need to talk. I'm willing to help you, Mike, but you got to start acknowledging the truth. I don't want to see you working 2 jobs and burning yourself out and having a stroke. You're 34, man. You're 34. There's a lot to your life. If you really love that woman, you can make it happen. I just think that there's things you're not telling me. That's what I think. You're just fronting for this show. You don't have to do that.
I'm not.
I think
I'm
you're.
not.
I think you're different than
Look.
this.
I'm not going. I'm not going to tell you every little detail. I gave you enough.
You gave
All
us a
right.
lot. You went
Huh?
from all this to halfway house and homeless. We didn't know none
Right.
of that.
I wasn't supposed to tell you that. That's
Yes,
very
you did.
shameful. I
I
wasn't
hope your
supposed to tell you
girlfriend
that.
doesn't put her hands on you. Are
Huh?
you okay?
Come on now.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm good. I'm
I'm
good. I'm
asking
all
you.
right.
I'm being serious. You said she got with you because of your looks. Is that true?
I'm thinking so because shit, ain't no
Okay.
way in
Okay.
hell, ain't no way, motherfucking hell. I'm lucky. I'm a lucky man. I'm lucky as hell.
So if
I'm not
she
even gonna
got with you
front.
for the looks, Mike, then it's not genuine. You just told on yourself, bro. So you're with a
Ain't no
woman,
way in
you were
hell.
homeless and at a halfway house, but you sexy. That's like a sexy pookie getting out of prison after doing a 10-year stint. He got this criminal record, but he's sexy, girl. Yes. That's not love, bro. Looks fade. So she's with you for looks, your looks are gonna fade. So that means it's not genuine love, bro. Now you're telling us more than we need to know. Now it sounds to me like she's only with you because of the convenience. There's something else that you're giving her. She's making more than you.
I mean, look, man.
Yeah,
I'm
look,
not.
man. You looking.
We don't have to look. We don't have to go all. We don't have to go there all the way
You
there.
went
Okay.
there. You said she's with you for the
Okay.
looks.
Miss Daphne, can I say something really quickly?
Yeah.
I just wanted to
Yeah,
say
there's no hope
everything.
right now.
Hey Mike, everything that you had explained, brother, and I'm the last person to look down on it. I come from the ghetto, and I'm in Chicago. I come from the same areas that a lot of us come from, so I'm not.
Oh, where you from? Where from Chicago you from?
I grew up in Morgan Park on 111th and Bishop and Auburn Gresham.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where's that
He
at.
gave her the
By
whole address.
Riverdale.
He
I know
gave us
where
the
that
whole
at.
address.
So I grew up
In the Wild Hunters.
yeah in the hundreds and over on 79th. So
Yeah.
I like you, me, Miss Daphne, Roger. We all come from the same areas.
119. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, excuse
Ragtown.
me. I was in Inglewood. I was
Okay,
over
you
there. I
think
was
you
7038 South Vernon. That's where I was.
okay, you was right next
Hood.
door, Miss. You was
Hood.
right next door,
Hood.
Miss
Yes.
Daphne. You was right
Yeah.
next
You
door.
know what
So
I'm talking about. Okay, go
I
ahead,
know
man.
exactly
Go
what you're
ahead.
talking about. So
Yeah.
But
like,
hey,
Go ahead.
I was born and raised Rogers Park.
okay, you was born up north. Okay.
Yeah, up north.
But see, here's the thing, brother. When you said like the things that you explained, right? When you said you had just, you got out, she looked out for you, everything woo wop de bam. That goes to show you everything that I was saying earlier. The way that you think and the way that you process information is coming from a place of a place of you feeling like that you owe this to these women because they picked you up when you were down. And that may be the individual thing between you and your girl, but for the most part, like Roger said earlier, and that explains your talking points throughout this whole stream. Because, like what Roger said earlier, you got women that get men like that, and the same thing that I was explaining to Miss Daphne earlier, because they want you to feel like you owe them, and they have a sense of control over you. And that's exactly what happens a lot of the times. You have women that purposely pick men that are down and out because they want to be able to control those men, or those men to feel like that they're not nothing unless they are, with those women. They feel like they owe everything to women. So that happens a lot.
Brother, I don't think that's the situation, to tell you the truth. Because look, let me tell you something. My mom have always made more money than my dad. Like, my dad, look, bro. My dad don't deserve my mom. Period. My dad don't deserve. I'm telling you straight. I know that. My dad does not deserve my mom. My mom's a good woman. Huh?
Why? Why didn't your dad deserve your mom? Because she made more money?
Disrespect.
Mike, you over here tripping, man. Now you're disrespecting your household.
No,
Like
I'm just being honest. Let me just be honest. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Look. I'm being honest. I'm telling you the truth.
Too many chances, bruh.
Look, I'm being honest. Look, my mom have always made more money than my dad. My dad, I just like my dad. They've been together. You know what I'm saying? They've been together forever. You know what I'm saying? So just because a woman it doesn't have to always be a woman trying to control you or have something over you. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it. My cousin, look, listen. My cousin, same
Mike,
situation.
I don't care about your cousin.
I see.
I know about you,
My
Mike.
mom loves my dad. My loves him to death. My cousin, Go ahead.
No, Mike, let me ask you this. So because your mom made more money than your dad didn't deserve her because of the financial status?
That's from my opinion.
Okay,
That's
so let
my
me ask you a
opinion.
question.
But
Say when you were a kid, let's say y'all was at home, everybody sleep in the house, and somebody's trying to break in. Would you tell your mom to go check?
No.
Why? She's making more money. She running the house, right? Exactly. Do you see what I'm trying to say? That money doesn't mean shit. A man is supposed to protect and provide. It doesn't have to mean money where he's making more or she's making more. Your mom might have made more money, but your dad was still the leader of that house. If anything happened in that house, y'all would have sent him to go fiend for himself, right? Take the bullet for the family, right? Not your mom, right? So she just made more money than him. It doesn't make her better than him. He's still an alpha male of that house. It's in the Bible. The Bible doesn't say unless she makes more, the man is the head of the house. No, the man is always going to be first. You just said earlier, Christ, husband, wife, bro, you're not making no sense. You got to start making sense. For you to say that, Mike, you're going to have a lot of problems, bro. Let me ask you this, Mike. Let's say you get married to your girl. Let's say y'all get married because you're working them 2 jobs. Let's say you get hurt at work and they let you go at one of them jobs and you're down to making $50,000 a year and she's killing you with the money. Are you going to divorce her?
No.
Why? She's making more.
No, I'm not gonna divorce her.
Why? Why if she's making more than you and you're only making 50,000? Why?
Because she was loyal and she was down with me when I had
her. So then marry her now. Marry her now then, Mike. Do you get what I'm trying to say? You keep contradicting yourself. If she's loyal, marry her now. I just gave you a scenario and you said you wouldn't leave her if she was making more because she's loyal. Well, marry her now if she's loyal. That's all I'm saying, bro. You're not thinking straight. You need somebody to be there for you, man. You need more than just her. You need guidance from other people. The Roger Report, I'm sure there's men on this panel that'll help you too. Mike, you're worth it, man. Don't sit there and put your life on the line for someone that isn't your wife yet. You're doing too much. You're living in a warped reality. It's scaring me. I've never heard a black man talk like you. I'm almost thinking that she's standing in front of you with a pencil and a paper and writing and holding it up and saying, say this next, nigga. That's how I feel. Like you're being controlled. You're better than this, man. You're an alpha male. It doesn't matter if she's making more. You're always going to be the leader, the protector. Because if something happens to her, you got to protect her, right? They're not going to say, well, she's making more. Let's attack her first. No, that's not the way life works, Mike. You got to stop living in this money reality. Money fades. All that stuff is material shit. Love is right in your heart, man. That's love. Love is what's going to keep y'all together, not the money. The money will tear you apart if that's all it's about. And it seems like with you and her, it's all about the money. All I'm saying, Mike, is you got to really look inside and see if this is the life you want. I'm telling you, if you end up working 2 full-time jobs, You're not going to last. You're not. And if she loved you, she wouldn't make you do that. Do you get what we're trying to say to you tonight?
Mm-hmm.
You don't get it. What don't
I,
you get, Mike?
no, I said I get it. I get it. That was
You get it? Okay.
yeah, I
Just
get
to
it.
make sure, what do you get? What am I saying to you? What are we all saying to you?
What you're saying is marry her because she's for her. The first point was marry her because she's been down. The second point is don't kill yourself over somebody that you may not marry. The third person the third point was um women get with compromise men because they are easy to control. Uh, the fourth point was um I think that was it.
Okay, so Mike, I want to do something special for you, man. Guys, I need you guys to reach out to me. Mike, I have your email. Do you feel
Mhm.
comfortable with me giving it to other black males that just want to be a mentor to you? Mike, you
Yeah.
deserve it. And not just that, the Roger Report lives in Chicago. I'm here in Chicago. I want to help you too, Mike. If you're looking for something better, my husband can help you get into a job where you only have one good job that pays good. You don't need to be breaking your back. And I want to make sure you're being loved like you're loving this woman. I want to make sure that you're okay mentally because you're saying things that are bothering me a little bit. And I just think you deserve to have people in your life that want to see you make it. We don't like calling you like slow and all that. I know you don't like to be called those names because you're not those names, but that's how you are appearing tonight on this show. And I honestly think that there's a lot about you that I don't know that I'm thinking that we need to know. You're not going to tell us everything and you don't have to. But one thing you deserve is to be loved properly. Don't get yourself into a situation because she was down for you when you were broke. If you know that she doesn't truly love you, then don't break your back and hurt yourself to try to keep up with her. That's not love, bro. That will never be love. I want you to know that. There's men that will step in and be a mentor to you. The Roger Report is a really good start. So if anybody wants to offer any help to Mike, I have his email. Reach out to me. Or Mike, do you feel comfortable with me putting your email in the chat? I want your permission. If not, I can give it to him privately. It's up to you, sir.
No problem.
Which one? Can I put it in the chat?
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm gonna reach out to you too because I want you on part two, but it's not gonna be to hurt you or to attack you. I was just playing when I said that. And I apologize for calling you a tether. It's just that you were saying things that didn't make sense, and I didn't like how you challenged me. One thing I want you to know, Mike, is this your first time listening to me tonight?
No, I've been listening to you since the Rhoda. I mean, the streams be long as
The
hell,
rotor
so
race. Okay.
a lot
So
of times a lot of times I gotta go to sleep for work. You know what I'm saying? So
no,
I'm able to catch. Sometimes I'm able to listen to them at work, but I gotta catch them sparingly. Here and there.
I got
Catch 30 minutes
this is
here
what
and
I'm trying.
there.
There's a few things that you said that I didn't like. You first said that I want to be monetized. I want to tell you something. If I really wanted the money, I would go over to Twitter. I'm verified on Twitter. I'll get paid to do my Twitter space. The last Twitter space that I did, it brought me big numbers and I did get paid really nice on Twitter. But I always come to YouTube where I'm not monetized. It's not about the money with me. It isn't. And if you were a true follower of mine, you would have knew during the whole brick case, you didn't see me do not one interview with the news. I could have used that and capitalized on that and made the most money in my life. But it was about the message, not the money. That's the kind of person I am. And people that truly support me, they know that I don't do things for money, Mike. So when you said that, that kind of bothered me because I'm not that. I'm not fresh and fit. I'm none of those people. I'm the CelebriD Podcast and I'm Daphne outside of this. And I've helped a lot of black men like you, Mike. I mean, if it wasn't for me, that man Olin would still be accused of hitting Rhoda with the brick. So I need you to understand that I go to bat for black men. That's why I have a mental health line for you guys to help you heal. You need to heal. There's things that went on in your life that you probably haven't healed from, and there's things that are probably going on in your life right now that's bothering you, and that's why you're not all there. And that's okay. That's why we're here to help you. And then when you challenge me, calling me stupid, that bothered me too. Because I worked my ass off to get 4 college degrees, 2 being a master's degree, and I got all that in Illinois. And I came from the hood. I'm not ashamed to say I lived in the hood out here. I have. I lived in the dangerous parts. When I was living in Inglewood, bodies were dropping every week. So I know all about the hood. I know all about getting up early and my husband has to stand outside with me waiting for the bus to come and take me to work. We all started somewhere. That's not where I'm at today. But I want you to know something, Mike. You're worth it. And if somebody really loves you, they don't care what you're making. When I met my husband, he didn't care that I was making big bank. He just got out of college. I didn't expect him to have a six-figure job. He was a work in progress. And I took a chance on him. And then when I needed him, he took a chance on me. And look where we're at today. 14 years later, Mike, almost 14 years later, we're still together. And this man is the chief engineer of one of the top news stations in the nation. It's viewed in every state. He did that. And he's not even 40. So I need you to know, Mike, it's in you, man. And if you have the right woman to build you up, you can do whatever you put your mind to. I just want to make sure you have the right woman building you up. Quit saying that black women are being failed by black men, because that isn't true. They fail themselves. It starts with them. What you do attracts what you get. You feel what I'm saying? So I
Hmm.
need you to know you got to stop trying to say all these women are victims. They're not victims. A lot of them are villains. And you have to understand. But there are some wonderful black women out there. I've met them. I know them. Some of them mod for me that they would love anybody that loves them back. And I want to give a shout out to those beautiful black women, because there's a lot of black women out there, Mike, that would love you and that would care for you. And they don't care what you make. But we're not talking about those women. We're talking about the ones that need help, that need healing. And I need you to understand that there's two types of women, bro. Do you get what I'm saying tonight?
Hmm.
Hey, does anybody on the panel want to add into what I'm saying before I wrap up? And Mike, like I said, I don't have no beef with you, Mike. I think you're a great person. I think that there's great parts about you. Today we didn't see those parts, but now as the show is ending, you're starting to come up a little bit. And that just made me happy, knowing that you can be helped. You just proved it. I'm gonna put his email in the comments. Does anybody on the chat want to say anything else to him? I just put
Um,
his email in the chat, guys.
I just wanted to say once again, shout out to you, Miss Daphne, because you are one of those women that you speak of. And one thing we need to make a understanding of is that black men, we know the difference. We know the difference between a Miss Daphne, who we know that's on our side, that's willing to fight for us, and we're willing to fight for her and protect her, versus a lot of these other women that have this white supremacist mindset and this anti-black male mindset that's out here not only willing to destroy black men but destroy black women like Miss Daphne, who they share a resemblance and look to, that would be on their side to help them if they minds was right. So I think that's very important for us to make a clear distinction between those two. Black men are always going to be here to support someone like Miss Daphne or other women that support black men. It's these women who really hate black men, not only hate black men, but they hate being black in general, or they feel like they want this validation from these other groups of men that don't want them. And they're willing to do the bidding, especially of white supremacy, to destroy black men and destroy the black community as a whole. And all they need is just some type of justification to be able to do that so they don't look like the bad guy in the situation. So we got to make that clear distinction. That's all I wanted to say.
I want to say shout out to Nicole Johnson. She said I apologize for calling him a simp. Yeah, I felt bad too. Like I said, I'm the accountability queen, but I'm gonna take accountability too. I kind of led into the name calling, and I'm sorry for calling you those names. You just really upset me that you were coming off like that, and I shouldn't have entertained it. But guys, even we all have a moment, right? So at the end of the day, I think Mike can definitely be helped, and I think having a lot of black men around him, that's gonna help him. Now, Mike, if you need me to talk to your lady or make sure that everything's good, I got you, man. I don't want you getting into a situation that isn't going to help you. You came from a hard place. You said homeless, halfway house, and now you're with her. Some women like to use that against you. You halfway homeless ass nigga. That's what's going to be the topic when you guys get into an argument. Most women, like, I don't know who said this, if it was Mr. Z or Roger. When you get a man that needs help, or like, for instance, you got Nicki Minaj, right? She's married to a man that is that has a sexual assault allegation. So if he wasn't with Nicki Minaj, he would not be able to get a job. He couldn't be by schools, right? So her marrying him, she can control him. She wasn't going to be able to control an alpha male, but she can control a man that won't be able to get help for himself because of his past. There's women out there that prey on men that need help. Halfway house, homeless. Now I got control over you because I know it's going to be hard for you to survive and easier for me to. So I know you're going to need me. And when a woman knows that a man needs her, they like to use that to their advantage. So they like to put the rules in place. I'm in charge. So sometimes when men say I can't marry her because she makes more, that's like him saying because she's controlling us. She's controlling this relationship because she makes more. That wouldn't bother a man that's an alpha male. He wouldn't care because your money's my money and vice versa. You see what I'm saying, Mike? So when you said that earlier, it made us think that maybe it's not true love. It's control. But you don't see it because you've been through so much in your life, you feel like you owe her because she helped you when you were on the floor. That's not what love is, bro. It's not tit for tat. So all I'm saying is, guys, I hope that y'all got something out of this show because I really do care about the mental health in men too. This is mental health awareness. And even though Mike started off a little weird and had y'all in the comments clowning him, we also have to understand he's one of us. And we can't do that. We have to always double back and say, you know what? I could have said this better. I could have done this better. Because at any time, Mike could have left and never came back, right? So I want to say, Mike, thank you for sticking with it because we were all on you, and you still stuck with it. Who else is on here? The First Prime. Did you have anything else you wanted to say? I will drop the link. If you would, hold on, the First Prime. If you guys want to say a last word to Mike or anything, you're only gonna have 2 minutes, and I'm gonna boot you. Okay, go ahead, the First Prime.
Actually, that's what I was gonna say because we was all going ham and he stuck it out. It was like 20 against 1. It was like Drake. But yeah, Mike,
we got you, didn't
so
we?
I gotta give credit to Mike for that because he stuck in and he stood on his ground. So I gotta give
He
respect
did.
for that. And another thing that I noticed that I also gotta give him credit for, even though I do think the 2 jobs is a bit crazy, I do respect that he likes to work hard and try to get stuff done. But at
Yeah,
times you don't want to overdo it and kill yourself. Like Daphne said, you're 34, man. Even though that's young to me, that's young to me. Y'all ain't old, but you
that's
gotta
old.
slow it down,
Oh,
man.
my
I
back hurt
am.
right
Man,
now.
you just talking shit. Man, but your
I sneezed the
your
other
back
day
hard.
and I almost called 911. I felt like a rib came out. We getting old.
God,
You getting old when you sneeze and you got to hold
man,
on to your side. Like the rib
why
came
you
out
make
of
it
one
sound
cheek.
Yeah,
like
we
your
some
teeth
old
finna
young
fall out
people
when
up
you
in
Am I
here.
the
sneeze,
only
bro?
one?
Man, you make it sound like your teeth finna fall out when you sneeze. That ain't finna
Yeah,
happen.
they can. They can. If you work 2 jobs, Mike, all your teeth will come right on out. Don't you do that. 2 jobs to take your teeth out, bro. You'll be just gums. Okay, hold on. The Chaos Rain Show. I know you want to say something. Go ahead, man.
Damn.
Here we go.
One thing, Daphne, I'll have to say you come up with very interesting topics that now is starting to trigger a lot of unknown people. But that's good. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Are black men tired of black women? Well, it's obviously we could see it throughout the internet, social media, and we could also see it possibly in real life if we, have the conversation out there. And there's many good reasons. I feel the brother, in regards, he feels he has to be the top dog just to get respect and from the lady. But my biggest concern with a lot of thinking like that is that if you're not respected from the start, then you should not deal with no one that does not respect you. That would be the logic route. Because why would me as a man or any man want to be around someone besides, give clapping cheeks, look for respect. And it don't seem like I'm getting it. But if I have the money, then that shows respect. No, it makes you that you have money, but it doesn't give you no respect. A lot of men out here that got money or don't got money still don't get respect out here. Now, does that advocate most men should not be productive and try to make as money as possible? Not really. You should make as much money your heart desires. But if you look for respect at the end of the day, just to feel actual validated, you're sadly mistaken here in the West, we call America. Most women nowadays make their own money. That first thing you see women make money and they have very little respect. Matter of fact, they think they're superior than most men, regardless if they make more than not.
Okay, hold on. Somebody said in the chat, Jeff said Mike has yet to apologize. Jeff, he did. He said he was sorry for his actions like a few times in the private chat. I guess Mike, they wanted you to say it out loud. But
I'm sorry.
oh, see, there you go, Jeff. He said it a few times, Mike. I think we all can agree that you're already moving towards the right direction. The Roger report came back. Roger report. I don't know if you heard that, but yes, Mike is open to you guys helping him. And I'm gonna tell you this, Mike. Roger Report, his podcast, his show that he does in the mornings, they're always wonderful shows, and you're gonna be embraced by a lot of men who are very educated, but they can also help you with resources. They're not gonna let you down, but you can't come on his panel talking crazy. They're not gonna let that happen. But I think you're gonna be fine. If you went through this one, then I think you can get through his too. But the Roger Report, did you want to add to that before I wrap up?
Man, I just want to say, look, at the end of the day, Mike, what you need to recognize, whether you did or not, ain't nobody over here came at you in a malice way. We're actually concerned about you, brother. Because we see you, I'm going to say, I see you as somebody who potentially could be one of us. But again, my brotherhood is respectable, productive, functional black men that believe in black men's leadership. I would prefer you be on our side. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? But based on everything I heard, nobody actually was coming at you in a negative way. I mean, you said I was insulting you because I said you were a compromised man. No, I was just telling you a classification that you were in. Nobody's trying to insult you, brother. There's no win for us destroying you. There's no win that way, bro. We got to be there to help each other, and you got to understand everybody ain't your enemy. And I know people who of my ilk. We ain't coming to hurt you, bro. We trying to make sure you see the light and help you with whatever decision making you gonna make. And if you do something that we just can't support, we still gonna respect your right as a man to have your own path. Some people got to learn things differently than others. That does happen from time to time. But we here to root for you, brother. We're not here to see you fail. That ain't what we here for.
Yep.
And that's
And
real
Can I
talk.
say something?
yes, you can. Go ahead.
Look, this how I see it. As black people, I look at it as a whole. Like, we number one in everything negative in this country. We're number one in the homeless, locked up, everything negative in this country. And when we go into this gender war crap bullshit, and we turn on our women, and the women turn on the men, trying to make threats that we want to go to a different race of women or men, it don't help us, because none of these races fuck with us, period. Men and women, they don't really fuck with us like that. And just because, hold on, and just because black women say some crazy shit walk the bim, it's not gonna help. We gotta stick together, man. Point blank, period. We gotta stick together.
Brother, I just want you to know the gender war don't even exist. If you actually start recognizing what's going on, you'll see men and women on both sides. There is no actual gender war.
Oh.
That's what some white person probably started saying. So
Yep.
black people could jump on each other's case with not actually pay attention to what they need to pay attention to. There is no gender war. There are men and women on both sides of the argument.
Let me add to that, Roger. And since you said that, you said something significant in the beginning. You said we're number one for incarcerations and all those things because nobody is holding each other accountable. So, Mike, I need you to understand why I do what I do. If you want someone to go to jail, you look the other way. If you want someone to do better, you call it out. I'm the one that's calling it out. And you're telling me, and at first you were telling me that what I'm doing isn't right. But if I don't call someone out for their bad behavior, what happens? Jail, trouble, criminal record. So I need you to understand, you said you would follow me because of the Rhoda case. When Rhoda said a black man hit her, she tried to divide black men and women. But you said women deserve all this? Women are the victims? So Rhoda was the victim for lying on a black man? What would have happened, Mike, if that black man got unalived? Then it would have been serious, right? So if I didn't step in and tell Rhoda you're wrong and do that research and give it to the police, and I was on their ass 5-6 times a week calling them, we wouldn't be here. So to prevent that war from going on where black women were tired of black men not protecting us, I had to bring to light that this woman lied. And now but Mike, I'm taking all the heat. I'm getting all the threats from black
Rhoda don't
women.
even think. Rhoda don't even think she one of us. She's Somali, and she thinks they better than us.
Unfortunately, on paper, she said she was a black woman. So they're going off of what she said she was. At the end of the
I
day,
don't even rock with their ass.
At the end of the day, her son is half black. So she still has a legacy. What legacy was she about to leave? It wasn't going to be good. So I need you to understand, if women like me don't call out behavior like what Rhoda did, you're going to have incarcerations and all this other stuff. You're going to have it because people are going to start knocking people's heads.
They look down on us.
Mike, we gotta hold them accountable.
Mike, what happens when it's you already got
yeah.
a
Good
criminal record
question.
already, bro. If they make
I
up a
got it
false story,
expunged. Not no more.
okay, well that's fine, brother. But this is the
What did he
thing:
say? What
you a
did he
black
say?
man in America. When somebody just makes up the lie and you get caught up in the lie, which could happen to any black man walking around,
Right.
ain't none of us in the position where that just can't happen to us. And then you got to go through fighting some particular case, or getting some more years, or spending 16 months in jail fighting your case. Now you lose the 2 jobs that you said you're gonna get. You can get set back a long way over somebody's nonsense, brother.
Yep.
Guess who's supposed to be protected? Wives. Guess who's supposed to be protected? Daughters that live with their father. Even when to talk about black women being disrespected or unprotected, you ain't got no husband. Where's your protection supposed to come from? I don't owe a bunch of random women who don't even respect black men protection. I don't owe them that. Maybe you think you do, but I don't owe a bunch of random rebellious women anything.
Look, I'm not going to no white woman. Period.
You don't have
I
to.
ain't going
I
to
didn't
no
say nothing about
motherfucking
going to
Chinese woman.
anybody
Nobody
not
told you to go
black,
to
bro.
white.
I don't
China
owe a
woman.
bunch of random rebellious women anything.
Maybe Latina. My first girlfriend was Latina, but
If I may add
that's
something,
probably the most I'll go to. But
if I may add something really quickly, if you've seen the stuff, because Rod, oh, I'm sorry, Miss
No,
Daphne.
go ahead. I was saying thank you, Marcus. Marcus said he's loving his shirt. Thank you, Marcus. Go ahead, dear.
If you seen the video, if you watch Roger's channel and the streams that Roger has done, if you've seen some of the things that some of these women have said, these women have literally celebrated the deletion of black men. Yep. It was one woman on here. I'm not even going to mention the name. It was one woman on here that have an avatar of a black man hanging from a noose with a black woman screaming from the opposite end of a tree. They were saying how they hope calling black men bullet bags, hope black men, like I'm literally talking about white supremacist rhetoric. It was one woman on here that Dennis Sperlin interviewed, that this woman had a Confederate flag face mask. These are the type of women you want us to protect. These are not women that are down for black men, bro. These are women that are so self-loathing and self-hating that they're trying to show white men and other races of men that they are willing to throw black men under the bus and hope to get accepted and validated over there. Those are not the women we owe protection to. Anything, we need protection from them. So like you gotta know, what's going on out here, Mike. And Roger done broke it down for your brother, Miss Daphne, then broke it down. It's a lot of it is a nice group of women within our community that would love to see black men at the bottom, or even worse, 6 feet under. So you have to be able to know the difference between the women that are worth protecting, and like what Roger said first, don't nobody comes before your family. You got to protect your family, your wife, and everything else first. And then for the women that are on our side, definitely. But for the women that are not, bro, those women, they only want to use you as a sacrificial lamb. When they say, "But why don't black men protect us?" What they really mean is code word for why don't black men come and sacrifice themselves for our bad behavior? If any of with our bad behavior and everything that we're doing in our rebellious acts and self-sabotage and everything, why don't black men come sacrifice themselves for us? Because we all grew up in the hood, man. It's a lot of black men that's in the grave, that's in and that's in jail based off of a lie. Or a woman thought that they can just go send a man to go harm another black man on a lie. That's no difference from a lot of these white women that you talking about. And I'm not saying, and that's the difference. A lot of these brothers are not like these brothers that date out. They date out for peace, bro. You dating an individual. You're not dating a race. We know that these people don't mess with us. We know that these people don't like us. We're conscious of that every day in the work environment, especially if you outside of the city. If you go into some of these suburbs or any of these, you can feel the tension with these folks. You can feel it. So like, but if it's an individual that brings you peace, apart from other women that you feel that you're obligated to be around or protect, that these women hate your guts, from the left hand to the right hand, which one you think a person is gonna choose? And that's all I got to say.
Thank you, sir. Okay, guys, look. I'm gonna have to start wrapping it up because I do have a husband that I need to tend to his needs. That's my husband. Okay. So, guys, I wanna answer a question. Marcus Wynn, he said, so what is the solution? So I'm gonna do a round table with this panel, and Mike, you're last, and I want you guys to answer his question. What's the solution? How can we fix this? Now, as a black woman, all I can tell my black women is it starts with us. We have to carry ourselves in such a way where people can't judge us and talk about us. But when you're on TikTok and you're doing all these crazy things for clout, for lies, for people to buy into your lies and give you money, and then when you get exposed, you go on this crazy terror. You got to stop that behavior. No man will want a woman that has to lie on Facebook to get some attention. Why would he want to be with you? Because the next lie will be he hit me or he did this, and it's hard for a man to come back from an allegation. So all I can tell women is you got to stop saying I hate black women, because this black woman is married to a black man. I'm not a fake personality that's never been married. And also, somebody just said to you, Roger. So before I do a roundtable, I saw something that was a little troublesome. Mobcast said Mike is delusional, which let's not talk about him now. But Roger is in no position to be speaking out on relationships. He has no kids and is not married either. Roger, do you want to address the mobcast
Yeah,
before we?
that means I'm in the perfect position, because if you are actually an intelligent person, you would understand that no woman ever gonna take care of no man. You will die waiting on a woman to take care of you. So guess what, fellas? We actually take care of them, which means what? She has to qualify for me to be invested in her. If I don't have kids, and just what matter of fact, you brought me to what I was just about to bring up. Every time a black man dates somebody else, or if he dates no one, that is nothing but the evidence of the failure of black women. I should want to date one of them and want to be married to one of them. If I cannot find a wife, they failed. Period. You're dumb if you think a single man ain't in position to talk about what he wants to marry. Everybody who married off the table. It's only the single men that count. Do y'all understand how much delusion we have to have for people to say an unmarried man shouldn't speak on wanting to be married? Who should be talking about it? Because the person married is nice when they add in. I'm not saying they shouldn't have a voice, because they can give some information behind a lot of stuff. But the single men are the most important men. How can you not figure that out? You've been taught to be delusional for a long time to not be able to figure that out. The single men are the one that count in the dating market.
And they didn't like Kevin Samuels because they said he was married and divorced a couple times, but they praised Steve Harvey that was also married and divorced a couple times too. See how that works? So yeah.
And you know what? If I ain't married, why would you expect me to have children? What are you smoking that you expect me to have children if I'm not married?
That's true. That's true. Okay. So I think someone just joined.
Yeah. This is Auntie. What's going on?
Auntie,
This is Daphne. How you doing?
I was getting ready to wrap up, but I'll let you have the floor for
Oh
a few
no.
minutes.
Thanks for having me up. And what up, Roger Report, man, and everybody else
Salute,
on the panel.
Auntie.
Salute.
What up, man? How you doing, brother?
What's up, man? Shout out to you.
I know she's about to end. I want to thank you for having me up.
I'm not about to end. I want to give you the floor first, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. I mean that question that you asked was just like, what's the solution? I mean, people gonna have to listen to each other. That's really what it is. People go into relationships focused on what they want, what they think they need, and everything else. They really not focused on what the other person wants, what they triggers are, what it is that they gone through. And that just means most people ain't really ready for relationships, so they get into them anyway. And that's okay, but you got to accept the fact that you're going through trial and error, and you probably gonna have some failures before you have success. So it's not the end of the world. You ain't supposed to hold that against every black woman, or you're not supposed to hold that against every black man. If you're not gonna learn from your mistakes and fix whatever you can fix in yourself and in the choices you make, then you just gonna have a tough time. But if it's always gonna be somebody else's fault, it doesn't matter. You're never gonna figure it out.
Thank you for that. Thank you. I appreciate that, Auntie. I don't think I've had you on my podcast before, so I appreciate your words, man. Them are some real words. We'll start with the 18th letter. Go ahead and get your last words out. Before you do, Eno, can you please put your email in the comments so people can reach out to you for your music? The 18th letter. Go ahead, dear. You're first.
All right, thank you very much, Ms. Daphne. I want
You
to
are
give a shout
welcome.
out to the want to give a shout out to the brother Auntie, of course, Roger Report, and one more time yourself and all of the brothers on the panel. And yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at. To piggyback off of what Auntie said, people are going to have to listen to each other, but the ones that are capable of listening and hearing, we're already on the same. We're already on the same page. It's the ones that not that are going to lead into destruction. And a lot of brothers are tired of this. They're tired of this because they see that it is no end to the chaos. It's no end to the disrespect. It's no end to the sabotage. There's no end to any of that. So they're chosen to distance themselves. I'd be a plump fool if I've heard a lot of women that belong to the same group as me calling me bullet bags, nakers. They need to all be exterminated. I hope white men kill you all. And they sit here and denigrate and degrade black men for in the media, on the internet, in person. Like it's gotten to the point sometimes with your own women, you feel like you're dealing with a racist white man, and that's sad to say. You can go into places and feel the tension between a black woman. You got a bad attitude, now you taking it out on every black man that you see, or you in a position as a manager and you taking it out on all of the black men that work under you. That is a problem. That is a sickness, and they don't even realize how much they make it, how much they set up for these other races of women. You so busy putting down your own men, calling your own men, saying your own men are the ones that's doing all of this, that's deleting y'all every 5 hours. All of these lies. And if you notice, have not one woman spoke about Sade Robinson. A lot of these women that tell, oh, go get you a white man, go do this, don't deal with nakers. Nobody spoke about Sade Robinson. Nobody spoke about it. It's been a lot of sisters that's been coming up missing and being dismembered and everything else by these other groups of men. And then they set it up with their own men. You so busy putting down your own men and telling them they ain't nothing. And then only thing these other races of women gonna do is just go up to them and say hello. And show that they have inviting energy. And then that's enough for it. That's enough for a man to just walk in that other direction. So that's important, to cover. Because everybody tends to play dumb, or they don't understand why a lot of men are distancing themselves from the women in our communities, because they're very problematic, not only to black men, but to other black women. They all about sisterhood until you disagree with what they're saying, until you show them that you love a black man, and they so mentally warped, they turn around and say that a black woman that supports black men are mammies. When we know historically what a mammy was. A mammy was a black woman that was used to nurture and take care of white children. A nanny will use your breast so she don't have to use her breast, so her breasts are not disformed and everything else for you to feed her children. So if anything, you're more of a mammy than any black woman that supports their own men could ever be. And how bad is it for you to say what's something that's normal, like for black women to support black men, to say that those women have the problem? It's sickness. So that's all I have to say. Didn't mean to be long-winded, Ms. Daphne.
Okay.
Want to let all other brothers speak.
Thank you so much. I always appreciate having you, the 18th letter. You always come with words of wisdom. I appreciate you. The first prime, go ahead and get out your last few words, man. Can y'all please keep it under a few minutes, because I really, I don't like to keep my husband waiting, y'all. Okay, come on now.
I got you, big sis. Basically, when it comes to like for a solution, I'm a little unsure with it. Because there will always be good apples and then bad apples. But there is the apples you can save, like Tiffany. We all on the one live, we all saw how she was. But from what you told, they says that she actually started coming around and she actually doing pretty good. So it is possible for every brother and sister to come together. But I just feel like there will always be the ones that just gonna mess it up for everybody. So I can see another solution that people need to stay off social media, but I don't think that's possible because we live in a modern age. So it's kind of like it's tough. That's the whole topic itself. But I will say I gotta go with what you said, Big Sis, about it. Kind of start. I feel like it starts with everybody, but black women, that's right now, it starts with y'all, and that's it.
Thank you. Chaos Rain.
Yes. Yeah, this is a fair good show. I'm very pleased. I'm not sure when next live stream, but can't wait. But like I said, at the end of the day, and like Roger said, it is actually eventually your fault, ladies, if these dudes have to look elsewhere, they can't find the women around the community without no problem. That's just a bad look. And be honest with you, definitely you're gonna get more heat for this because let's be honest, it's beyond the whole the accountability is that you're here giving your perspective as a woman and saying and being honest that black men are using too much excuse just to continue with the effort they do, and they hoping some man's gonna come save and just neglect what they've been doing, and that's not gonna work for like regular modern men. It's not gonna work. Modern men's gonna move the way they're gonna do. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Hustler.
I'm here.
Come on, man.
Well, first of all, let me say, if I came at that other brother a little, I don't know, hostile or whatever, I can apologize for that because,
You didn't. Tough love is needed.
yeah, well, by now, I don't tolerate or respond very well to nonsense. So we at least have that much in common. When I hear it, it's like, oh boy, now I'm finna lose my damn mind. So if I came off a little hostile to that guy, I can at least apologize to that. But hey, great show as always. Now to answer the initial question, I say men and women need to get their ass together. Stop blaming men for everything. Stop blaming women for everything.
Please
Let's
stop.
just look at each other and figure out what we all need to do. Because let's face it, we all got to do work. Men, women, whatever. It don't matter the gender, the race, the size. We all got work to do on each other, with each other or whatever. So yeah, we need to work together to try to fix ourselves before we can think about trying to fix other people. That's my take on it. Everybody's is to be accountable for whatever.
That's facts. Thank you. A&T.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
So you fell asleep on this man? Wake up.
No, I was listening. I was just on mute for a second. No, no, I would agree with all of that, but for the most part, look, shout out to you and what it is that you're doing up here, because most of the time we understand what the men's part of this space, what it was built for, even though it's kind of pivoted away from that and it just kind of turned into a we hate black women type thing. That's what the narrative is or whatever. But we know what the purpose was. It was for men to you know what I'm saying, help each other and become better men because of it. You know what I'm saying? Share experiences, grow. You know what I'm saying? Men that have been through things were supposed to help men that were going through things and help other men to avoid things. That's what it was for, even though it's pivoted. Now, since there are women that are now in this space and a lot of the spaces are co-ed, that's something we really don't hear from them. We don't hear women really trying to pick each other up, help each other. What we hear a lot of the women say to each other is how bad the men are and how there's nothing wrong with them and how they make no mistakes and the issues are only with men. That's a problem.
Facts.
I don't want to use profanity, but people be thinking their ish don't stink.
No, you can say shit.
And yeah, yeah, they think they shit don't stink.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And because of that, you got a lot of dudes that are on here sounding the same way too.
Right.
Not necessarily because they feel like that, but because they reciprocating what they keep hearing, what they've been hearing from women. So that's the main thing. People need to be able to look inside of oneself. And even if you got them delusions of grandeur and you think that you the perfect one, hey, give your homie some advice that you think is gonna help them. Instead of telling them, hey, ain't nothing wrong with you. Everybody else is the problem, girl.
Right.
These chicks are the problem, homie. Nah, man, if you ain't getting what you want, go to the gym, get your money up, read a book, learn something, be a better person. You know what I'm saying? Same with the ladies. You know what I'm saying? You don't have your pick of the litter. I don't want to hear about how many men you get to reject every day. I want to hear what happened with the last man that you actually wanted. What happened with that? Yeah, y'all don't even want to talk about that, do you?
Nope.
because you wanted him. Let's talk about it. Chances are you weren't able to pry him away from his wife.
That's right.
Talk about that. You know, so we can go on all of that stuff. Or maybe you don't like what's staring at you in the mirror. Maybe you need to lose a couple of pounds. You know, maybe you need to tell your homegirl what she needs to do to keep a man. Maybe just shutting the fuck up. That'll help. Give him a little peace.
Look,
Same with fellas. Yo, listen to your chick. Maybe that's why you having a problem communicating with her. You don't listen. You thinking just because you the man, you the man, she just need to just shut up and do what you say. Nah, it don't work like that. That's a person too, just like you are.
yep.
You know? So that's all I'm saying. Everybody need to be able to look at outside of oneself and make those improvements.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And the Roger report. The Roger report. You awake? Roger. Going once. So I think Roger probably got busy. But guys, I just want to wrap it up like this. I will be doing a part 2 on my Twitter space, and I'm going to invite Roger. Oh, I'm going to.
Yeah, my bad.
Damn, Roger, damn. Was you
I
using the bathroom?
no, not at all. Not
I
at
heard a
all.
flush. Go ahead, Roger. Go ahead, man.
Now, this is the thing, y'all. And it's an uncomfortable thing in the black community because we ain't never been taught to be this way. You ask, are men tired? Yeah, men are tired of the behavior. And at the end of the day, they want something in return. People are making a big issue about the football players. I'm going to say something so basic and so simple. A man got to be comfortable spending his money, especially if he got a lot of it. How does he pick the wrong woman? Or how does he pick the right woman? Whatever his conclusion is, you as a woman got to make him feel comfortable investing in you. If you haven't done that, that's your personal issue. Now, I know a lot of people want to say, well, the problem is on both sides. Not really. You're a woman. Men like attractive women. You don't have to worry about how bad a man is. As long as there's enough good men trying to get at you, you ain't got no problems. You don't have an issue until there's too many good men trying to get at you. Point blank, period. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about men, but ain't no man. There's nothing in America that makes any woman accept any given man. We just shoot our shots. If the man always get a bad result, he'll figure out he needs to do something so he can get better results. But men do that because we accept that we're losers at certain things. We've been accepting we lose at stuff since childhood. I'm not the fastest guy. I don't play baseball the best. They don't never pick me first for basketball. We've been dealing with the fact of what we're losers at, and we've been making whatever we have to have happen to put ourselves in a better position. The issue is we have women who are losers, and they don't want to recognize the fact they are. If the right man ain't came to you, it's because you a loser. And that's all there is to it at the end of the day. If a man ain't comfortable spending his money on you, you the problem. Them guys going who was in that draft and they finna go spend that money on them white women made that guy feel comfortable spending that money on her. You could have did the same. It's just simple math, y'all. The guy has to be comfortable spending his money on you. If he's not, he ain't gonna do it. So whatever you're not getting from a black man, it's your fault. You ain't getting it because you're not making some guy feel comfortable spending his money on you. You spend your money on what you want to. We all do it. Who buying stuff they don't want to buy? The only things we spending money on that we really don't want to usually is some bills. I don't want to pay my bills either, but I pay them. You know, so you're not gonna get me to spend money on a woman that I just don't want to spend it on, and you're not gonna get any other brother to do it either, for real. So if you want better results, give a man a reason to spend money on you.
Facts. Thank you, Roger. And with that being said, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to show a couple of things too. First, I wanted to say, you guys, that I'm going to be doing part 2 on my Twitter tomorrow at 7 p.m. My Twitter, I just put it up there. It's CelebriD. That's all it is. You'll see a picture of Kobe Bryant and his daughter. That is my page. We will do part 2 over there, and I'm going to see if I can get Boyce and I can get Tariq Nasheed. I have a few I have a lot of celebrities that follow me on Twitter that I want to invite to this space. So if you guys want to be able to interact with me on Twitter, do that. And then I'm going to be doing another show on Friday, which is going to be another controversial topic. baby mama over wife. There's a lot of women out there that would rather be a baby mama because that comes with benefits of child support. Even if they know the man isn't going to be around, they don't want to be a wife. So we're going to talk about that because I'm seeing a lot of bastard kids out here. And these women know these men are not going to stick around, but they don't care because they want the child support. We have to start talking about the truth. Women talk about how they almost die giving birth, but they keep having babies with these men that are not going to stick around. Why even risk your life like that? Why allow that kid to grow up without a father when you know the man doesn't want to be there? And you have a lot of these men that tell women, I'm just looking to pump and dump. And these women, they still sleep with these men without a condom just to become a baby mama. And I've had Black women tell me nobody wants to be a wife. So y'all choosing to be a baby mother. You got to make it make sense. And we're going to get into that topic because a lot of women say I hate baby mamas. So I'm going to invite a lot of baby mamas on this show. And it's going to be very wild on Friday. So I hope to see y'all there because I rarely do shows like that in the week. But lately, a lot of women have been asking me to do a show on that. And we're going to do it. And don't punk out. I need y'all to be there. So what I wanted to do, guys, I wanted to show you guys a couple things. The first thing I wanted to tell you guys was thank you for the support of my mental health brand. I did really well this month with the Mother's Day stuff, and I shipped out a lot of stuff for people. If you're still waiting on an order, it should be shipping out today or tomorrow. So to those people that have been continuing to support me, thank you. I want to give a shout out to Eno. Eno, I asked you to put your email in the comments, and you still haven't, but you've been commenting. I want to say thank you to Cheryl, and I want to say thank you to Slickman. These are two of my admins that show up on every show. Cheryl, she's on every single show, and Cheryl is a Black woman. So when people say I don't like Black women, one of my top moderators is a Black woman. And she comes every time. Every show, she is right in the comments promoting me. And me and Cheryl have never had a disagreement. So when I say I get along with Black women who are there for me as a person, not for a come up. When I did the Rhoda issue, a lot of Black women came on my team for a come up. There were small itty bitty pages that wanted me to help promote their page. They weren't really about accountability. But I want to tell you guys again, if you're going to be out there holding people accountable by saying, hey, that isn't right, know that it comes with a lot of hate. I've had death threats. I've been doxxed. Am I scared that people are posting my address? No. You can post Kendrick Lamar's house right now. I can post Drake's location right now. The point is, are you going to show up there? You know you're not. So people can be crazy and do that all they want, but we know that's as far as it is going to go. I just want to tell these Black women, if your hate is with me because of something I didn't do to you, please go heal. Because clearly what I'm saying is touching a nerve inside of you. And if you guys want Black men to respect you and pick you and marry you, you got to know when to shut the hell up. You got to know when to pick your battles. And you can't let people online upset you to the point where you're risking your life. That is the stupidest thing I ever heard. Like I said, there are a lot of Black women that absolutely hate me. They will be willing to pull the trigger if they could. And it's for something I didn't do to them personally. It kind of hurts me that Black women hate me that bad. But that comes with the territory. They want me to look the other way, and I just can't. I wasn't raised to look the other way. But then you got another group of Black women who are beautiful, strong, intelligent individuals that I talk to all the time, that I would give them the shirt off my back because they got my back. And I don't have to give them shout outs every day because they know they're good women. But to the ones that need work, I even tell them I help you. You can say you hate me and talk about my mother, and I still say I want to help you because I know the hate isn't with me. It's because of your choices. A lot of Black women project what they've done in their life onto me. They want somebody to blame. If they're not blaming Pookie or a Black man, they're blaming Daphne. I'm the reason. So I just want you Black women to know I'm not going to stop doing what I do. And if it means me calling CPS on you or calling your job because you're doing something that's dangerous, I will keep doing it. But don't let these Black women tell you I just call people's job for sport. I don't. I only call the jobs of people that are putting people's life in danger. You're not going to sit up here and get these Black men fired because you got rejected. That would never happen. I want to remind you guys that today, I want to give a shout out to a Black woman who did something very, very dangerous. A Black woman today inboxed me a Facebook post of her friend from 3 days ago. And her friend said that she won her custody battle in court because the judge was her cousin. She sent that to me because she was concerned. She said, this is one of my closest friends that I grew up with. But what she did to the dad, that's not okay. And I know that what that judge did is conflict of interest. She was absolutely right. So not only did she tell me where this happened, she gave me the information, but I helped the father. And I made sure that he filed a complaint, and I made sure that he went to CPS to make sure they know what's going on. This woman did all that to get the kids full time, and the dad has no rights. Now he's going to get more than that because she made a mistake and posted it on Facebook to her friends. So I want you guys to know that a lot of what I do, if I can get one woman to do that, I've done my job. A lot of Black women are stepping up, and they're trying to tell women this ain't right before they come to me. So it's going to happen slow, but it's going to happen, y'all. Just know that I'm going to keep working as hard as I can. No, you're going to hear rumors and you're going to hear bad things about me because women are trying to discredit me and they're trying to assassinate my character. But those who have been rocking with me for years, y'all know Tariq Nasheed and all these big time people online, they would not follow me and endorse me if I was crazy. If anybody knows comedian Godfrey, that is one of my good friends who I can call on the phone right now. People don't build relationships with people like that if they are known for being destructive and dangerous. So don't let these Black women paint a picture about me, y'all, that you guys know that that isn't the picture. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to have a lot of people trying to attack me this year. And we know that when this Rhoda case is concluded, my name will be brought up again, and these women will use that as a point to try to discredit me again. So y'all, just believe the facts and believe the true receipts, not made up stories. With that being said, I wanted to tell you guys again that this is Mental Health Month. So for anybody that is going through mental health, men, women, and you don't know who to talk to, please talk to someone. I tell people all the time they can reach out to me, and if I have the time, I will talk to you. I do a lot of coaching sessions. I'm booked for this month of May, but if I get a cancellation, I'll fit one of you guys in. I even give free consultations because some of you guys might not even need a coach. You might need a therapist, and I want to help you. If you guys need help with resume building, if you need me to look at your resume, if you need a letter of recommendation, I got you. Sometimes a letter of recommendation goes a long way. I don't charge anybody for that stuff I just said. The only thing I charge for is if you want a real session with me, because that's personal. But if you guys need help with your resume, if you're looking for a job and you just need an extra help, an extra reference, I got your back. Use me as a reference. I got you. Know that I'm gonna do whatever I can for my Black people, women and men. Right now, women, I have more women right now on my coaching list than I do men. So when they say I hate Black women, don't believe that narrative. I actually help more Black women than I do men because Black women need diapers, formula, wipes. They need those things, and I give it to them. And if they live in a state where there's a Salvation Army, I make a couple calls for them. Like I said, guys, I want you to know I love you guys. Please don't look at it as hate. Look at it as me trying to help you. Okay. So anyways, guys, these are my mental health shirts right here. I want to show you guys this again. This is my mental health shirts for May. If you guys are interested in a shirt, please reach out to me by email. My email is MEN_TAL health@yahoo, or just go to the website. The website is mentalhealth2011.com. Just like that. Mentalhealth2011.com. And you guys can purchase a shirt. I do a lot of giving back as well. And I want you guys to know that I got your back. And if you don't want a mental health green shirt, I have other shirts too. I have accountability shirts. I have a lot of stuff on my website, guys, and it's very affordable. You don't have to pay for shipping or taxes. I care about your budget, okay? So I do a lot of stuff. I will be releasing my Father's Day collection soon because, Mother's Day is about to wrap up. So once that's over, I will release the Father's Day collection. And I want to say thank you to all the men who have been rocking my shirts and taking pictures in different states and countries. It makes me feel good, y'all. Another thing I wanted to do, if anybody's familiar with Art of Kicks, a different perspective on YouTube, he has collectively over 1.4 million subscribers. Me and him have collaborated with, he's doing the drizzle, and he's adding my mental health shirts to it on the back. This is what that looks like. I'm giving you guys a first look at it. This is the drizzle shirts, and my mental health logo is in the back. Me and a different perspective are working together. He's collaborating with me on these special hoodies and shirts. If you guys are interested, please head over to his YouTube, A Different Perspective, and you can buy it through him. So I want to say thank you to those YouTubers who are starting to collaborate with me because of, all the things that I've done for this community. It makes me happy when people reach out and say, hey, I want to do work. Like I said, guys, I don't do a lot of things for money at all. You'll never hear anyone saying that I took from them. I really do care about you guys. And I hope that y'all got something out of tonight's show. I didn't want it to be 4 hours, but I think it was worth it. It was worth the whole time. But the good news is Mike can be helped. Okay? So part 2 will be on my Twitter tomorrow. And then I will be doing another show this Friday. And again, please don't confuse accountability with hate. I don't hate anybody. There's nothing to hate on. And I want to give a huge shout out to my husband, because he has supported me when I was down. When I needed him, he was right there. And when he needed me, I was right there. The key to staying married is not only communication. That's one of the things, but loving someone past their flaws. We all have flaws. And a lot of people look at those things and they think, I can't deal with it. I can deal with my husband's flaws because he can deal with mine. But I want you guys to know that when I met my husband, he wasn't making 6 figures. He just got out of college. And he came from a college where there was a lot of white women. And I didn't judge him for him being with white women. That was his preference. But when he got with this black woman, he kept this black woman. That's something that those white women didn't get, that I got. So I want you guys to know that we can't sit here and keep blaming other races for our issues. We have to work on ourselves first before anybody can want to put up with us. Because ladies, if you don't heal, no man is going to want you. And I honestly don't believe that, black women are disrespected at high rates. I don't believe that anymore. To me, that's what society wants you to think. I honestly think that black women are supported when they deserve that support. No black man is going to put himself in jeopardy for a woman who doesn't love him and value him. If you're saying men ain't shit, don't you call that man if the chips are down. Don't you call that man when you get a flat tire. Don't you call, because a lot of these women would say men ain't shit until they hear somebody trying to break in. Who are they calling? Y'all feel what I'm saying today? So a lot of these women sit up here and act like they don't need men, or men don't need to be fathers. They can do it without, but y'all need their child support. If you need his child support, you need the man. Because if the man isn't working, you ain't getting paid. So stop that narrative of you don't need a man. You do. You need a man to make a child. You need a man to pay your bills. You need a man to protect you and provide for you. You do need a man. Because these same women saying they don't need a man want this man to pay for everything. These same women don't believe in 50-50. So make up your mind, ladies. And brothers, all I'm saying is please stop falling for the okie doke. Stop falling for the nice BBL bodies. A lot of these women are fixing the outside when it's the inside that needs to be fixed. And that's real talk. They're getting these BBLs, but the problem is inside. That's why you can't keep a man. You might be able to change the outside, but you still can't keep a man because of what's inside. They sit there and say, oh, the man fumbled the bag because her body looks nice. No, her body can look nice, but her attitude is ugly. And no man is going to put up with that, ladies. They want peace. We're supposed to be their peace, not a headache, right? So with that being said, guys, thank you for listening in to my show tonight. I really do hope that you guys have a great night. And I will see you either tomorrow on Twitter or Friday right here on this podcast. Please like and share, subscribe. If you guys have any show ideas, reach out to me. I'm open to doing different things. Like I said, we're going to take this to a new level. But I need you guys to understand that I'm doing the best that I can. I'm only one person. So I can't do this alone. So I want to say thank you to Anti-Hyena. Cheryl, there's a lot of wonderful women out there that are ready to join this team. I have a lot of women that email me every day wanting to be on my team. You have to go through a lot to be on my team now. I don't trust women that quick anymore. So again, guys, with that being said, have a blessed night. And I want you guys all to remember this. You're worth it and you matter. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. I will end it with my music, and then you guys have a good night.
Take care.
What you gonna do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of account. They calling her a pick me. Some women say she pandering, cause she don't pick the girl code over lies that's damaging. These hyenas scandalous, slandering the black man again, and want celebrity to stand and watch like she a mannequin. Black men are the casualties, trapped by women's strategies. They act out sporadically, that shit is a travesty. And it's just so sad to see, matter of fact, it's a tragedy. 3 kids with different daddies, please, but y'all all mad at Daphne. They up at night trying to discredit and defame. They corrupt, ain't right, and it's pathetic and a shame. Fake friends turn enemies, throwing dirt on your name, but you gon' fly with the angels and serpents burning the flames. Yeah, I know it's hard and it hurt to discover the same people claim they love you, start shaming your mother. Cut you off unexpectedly, you triggered, you hate that, claiming Daphne disrespected me. I figured you say that. What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of accountability.